This has been a hectic few moments here as we've been trying to start this little bad boy up, but we are waiting and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, gee whiz, we nearly actually went out to do this stream because I've had a heap of issues with my computer. Obviously, you guys know all about that. But today, guys, we are going to be streaming here as the Canterbury Bulldogs and New Zealand Warriors get going for the first game, and then obviously a big game later on today, which is the Cronulla Sharks going up against the Newcastle Knights. Now, look, this game is really hard to predict. I'm actually going to take... I know I said that I'm going to take the Warriors on my tipping stream, but I'm actually taking the Dogs to win this game. I really do. I get a feeling the Dogs are going to be up for this one. I feel like out of all the games, it's just for some reason... And the funny thing is that halfway through this season, I actually said to you guys, I said, listen... The only game that's guaranteed the Warriors will win this year is this game against the Dogs. But that was because this was meant to be the game that was actually in New Zealand. We're meant to be seeing this game in New Zealand today. But obviously that wasn't to be due to everything going on with the pandemic situation right now. Look, the Bulldogs need to win this one. Unless if they don't win it, then they're gonski. If they don't win this one, they're gonski. They officially will get the wooden spoon. There's no chance they don't get the wooden spoon. And a little bit of a situation for them. So the Dogs do need to win this game. If they don't, they're gone. The Warriors need to win this game because if they don't, they can't make the 8. They're not making the 8 anyway, but they still technically think that they can do it. But yeah, the Dogs are 6 points below the Broncos. If they were to win this game, they would be still 114 points behind the Brisbane Broncos in regards to for and against. However, points-wise, they'd only be 4 points behind. The Bulldogs don't have the most difficult... Well, it's the Bulldogs. They still have a difficult run because it's against anybody. But the Dogs obviously have to play the Knights on the way home. They also have to play the Manly Seagulls, and then they also have to play the Tigers. So, to be fair to you, if they win this game here and they win the next game against the Knights and then follow it up at the end of the season by beating the Tigers, they actually could avoid the spoon because the Broncos don't have the easiest run themselves. But realistically, the Bulldogs have got the spoon here. Like, legitimately, the Bulldogs have got the spoon. But I'm still tipping them for the upset. I think that in regards to the Warriors, I think their for and against is too far gone. They're minus 127 right now. 7th place is minus 32. It's a bit difficult for them. However, if they were to win this game, they would jump up. If they can jump up above the Dragons with a minus 108, they only need to win this game by about 22. If they win this game by 22 points, 20 points, they will go into 11th place above the Dragons. But yeah, they'll still be 2 points out of the 8 and still be jumping down there. But yeah, look, guys, I'm taking the upset here. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're thinking. Reese Harris says, I believe the Dogs can pull off the upset. I'm taking the Doggies in an upset here, yeah. Gooseberg says, good morning, mate. It's a wonderful Sunday today here in Perth, at least. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Sydney. Too bad we can't do anything about it. I can't go out and do anything. But, in the same sense, we're still crack-a-lacking. We're still cracking on. Switch says, who do you think will win the NRL? Probably the Storm, mate. But I'm still backing Rabbitohs to be a sneaky. Trucking Down Under says, not much of a game. I'm thinking your reactions to some comments in the chat will be more entertaining. Yeah, well, I don't think... that was kind of yesterday when both my teams had gotten flogged, and it was a long day. Obviously, Saturdays are a long day for me. That's 4 streams, so... It's not, I respond to the chat like normal. However, this game's not really that interesting, to be honest with you. Melma says, Meany to absolutely hammer Reece Walsh. Let's go through the team lineups here, just quickly. Let's just go through the team lineups here quickly before the game does get started here. The Warriors are going to be kicking off to the Doggies. The Warriors will be kicking off to the Doggies here. And the Doggies will start off with the ball 5 minutes out here. That big man runs it straight back to the line. It's going to be 15 minutes out. Let's go have a quick look at the lineup, if it's going to let me, if I can get to it. Oh, Titans play Storm on Thursday. I didn't even realise that. Let's have a look at the field. So, Warriors team up today. Reece Walsh in the number 1 with Kossi and Montoya on the wings with Hiku and Pumpy in the centres. Harris, Tavita and O'Sullivan in the halves for the Warriors with the number 9 being Wade Egan. Fanua Blake and Frey will be the front row forwards there with Ewan Aitken, Curran and Tavanga as the back row there. Go to the Doggies. Obviously, Nick Meany as the fullback who's obviously going to the Storm next year with Ockenbaugh and Manu on the wings. Hopewade and Shoop as the centres with Biondi, Ado and Avarillo in the halves. They've got Siamana Fungai and Ryan James, obviously, on loan from the Raiders in the front row there. Marshall King is the number 9 with Dory, Elliott and Jackson as the back row. So, it's a typical Dogs team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a Dogs team that, realistically, if you're a Dogs fan, I think that you probably have given up hope in regards to the spoon regardless. But I just think that this could be that game that... I just think that out of all the teams that they could do it to, the Warriors are inconsistent. They've checked out in the season. They think that they're still in the hunt for the 8, but they're not really. And this could be the one that really seals them away from that 8. Melmo says Ryan James and Corey Horsburgh both playing for the Dogs. Well, Horsburgh is on the bench, I believe. I think Corey Horsburgh's on the bench. Right-hand side here. That's going to be a big ball out to the right-hand side. And they're away here, the Warriors. They're away here, the Warriors. They're away down the right-hand side. They're going to be at the 40. Josh Curran's going to get that ball back onto the inside here, and they're going to get slapped down here. That defense from the Dogs was just woeful, but then again, what do you expect? Gooseberg says, who do you think of West Coast versus Free on the AFL? The good old derby. Probably West Coast, mate. But they're going to get taken down here, the Warriors. Or no, they're still going here. Set restart. Oh, no, the Dogs are going to get flogged at this rate. No, Dogs are going to get pumped. Dogs are going to get pumped at this rate, ladies and gentlemen. The Dogs are going to get pumped at this rate because this is just outrageous at the moment. This is just outrageous at the moment. They're just getting whomped in the first minute. This is looking like that Manly versus Eels game. Oh, well, he's just used that to his advantage. He's just used that to his advantage. That should have been a penalty there, the Dogs. That was an obstruction there. Ewan Aitken should have been penalised for that. That was the wrong call there, referee. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to go right-hand side. I'm going to go right-hand side and Josh Curran's going to score a try. And that comes off of an incorrect calling there from the referee. I just want to throw that one out there. So the Warriors are going to score a try there, but that's actually an incorrect call there again from the referee because he's just utilised a player to his advantage by utilising obstruction and he doesn't go down. Usually you see the player go down there to prevent that from happening because usually that would get called back for a no try. However, because they've been tackled in the process and then they've gone through and then got the try on the next set, they can't go back to that play now. So the referee has already made an incredibly difficult, wrong call there in favour of the Warriors because he literally just ran behind his player. The Dogs players couldn't come forward, and then he's had to. That's the whole point of what an obstruction is. That's the whole point of what an obstruction is. So the Warriors have got a try here. Look, the try is fine, but they've gotten this on the back of an incorrect calling by the referee. Sachin Kellen says we didn't really deserve that try. Well, it's not you didn't deserve it. You did what you needed to do best, but the referee made the incorrect call. It was a blatant, literally, that's the whole point. The Dogs players couldn't come forward to make the tackle on the player because the player was in front of the player. So we've seen, less common sense shit get called, but then that doesn't get called? I just don't understand the rulings of the NRL. How do you be this inconsistent? How do you be this inconsistent? Luke Palmer says Josh Curran is a beast at running those short ball lines. Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Josh Curran part. We're going back to play beforehand where it should have been a penalty to the Dogs. But it is Warriors 4-0 here with 4 minutes gone here in this game. What are we on likes-wise? We're on 12 likes right now. Let's get it up to 20. Let's smack it up. Hit that thumbs up button. We've got about 41 people here, so let's smack that thumbs up button and obviously hit that subscribe button because we're on our way. We're on our way tonight. We could be close to hitting the old, I think it's 12,300 tonight or something like that. So yeah, smack it through. But Reece Walsh, he'll go and hit that one through. So it will be 6-0 here to the Warriors. Melmo says Dogs have always got shit. No. And now I want to go against the Dogs fans here. No, because every single fan base says this. Every single fan base. The Dogs are shit. The Dogs are shit. It is a fact. The Dogs are shit. The Dogs don't get shit calls just because, and which cost them the games. The Dogs get shit calls. The Titans get shit calls. The Warriors get shit calls. The Roosters get shit calls. The Rabbitohs, they still get shit calls. Storm don't really get shit calls a great deal. Broncos get shit calls. Every team gets shit calls. I refuse to listen to Dogs fans blaming this season on shit calls. But they're going to get this one back here to the Warriors. There's going to be 10 metres out here from the line. Mama says, I'm not saying it makes a difference, but we have got plenty of crap calls. Every single team does those, so there's no point talking about that. You talk about the ones at the time. You see this one? That was an incorrect call. But you don't go and blame, you don't you don't go and say, oh, the Dogs have gotten so many bad calls this year, because it's everyone. Titans get it all the time, but you move on, man. You move on, and then that's a bad call there, but you move on, because nothing's going to change, and every single team gets it. But because people only watch their individual games, they think that they're hard done by compared to everybody else. That's the problem. Most people think that their team gets more hard done by than everybody else because they only watch their game and then they feel like they're getting robbed, and then they don't see the next week when the Warriors, they go to play whoever and then they get arguably robbed in their eyes. So that's the unfortunate thing. But overall, incorrect call, but we move on. So 35 minutes to go here the first half, and it's fifth tackle now for the Warriors. Never says, hey Blaze, hello mate. So right answer. Oh, it's going to be intercept here. The Doggies going to score a try here. The Doggies going to score a try on the intercept. The Doggies going to score a try on the intercept. He's away. He's 10 metres out here. He's going to score a try with the Doggies. The Doggies will score a try. There we go. The Doggies will score a try. And it's going to be a wowee. Wowee. Nice try there for the Doggies. They get the intercept on the inside. And that is just simply a good try. That is simply a good try there. He knew that pass. You don't see a great deal of intercepts. But shoot there. The ball goes out to the right hand side there. And that was it wasn't a terrible pass, but Shoot was just ready for it. Shoot was just absolutely ready for it. Luke Palmer says, how far behind am I? Jeez. Yeah, I think that KO is behind quite a bit here today. I think KO must be behind quite a bit because I saw Melmo say go and there was still 5 seconds before the intercept, which I'm on KO. I'm on literally live. KO should be live, so I'm not too sure how people are getting it in front. Someone says, you looking forward to the City Spurs game? Yes, we'll talk about that later. Sachin Kelson says, damn it. Medvedev says, honestly, I think the Doggies are better than the Cows this year. What? What are you talking about? The Doggies are better than the Cows this year. What planet are you on? What planet are you on? So 6 minutes gone here. What planet are you living on, mate? What planet are you living on? What do you mean the Doggies are better than the Cowboys this year? The Dogs have won like one game. How many games have the Dogs won this year? Twice? The Dogs have won like, what, twice? 2 games this year? Twice games this year? What planet are you living on? They've won 2 games, mate. They've won 2 games. In what world? In what world are the Doggies better than the Cowboys? Jack Jackson says, how are you going in your tips this week, Blaze? I'm 100% so far. If the Warriors win this game and the Sharks win the next game, I'll be 100% for the week. But yeah, obviously, I've actually changed it before this stream to make it Dogs. But I said on Wednesday my tip was the Warriors, so I'll stick with them. But I've said before this game here today, I said to you guys the Dogs. So either way, here I'm allowed to kind of claim whichever one really. But if you want to go back to my Wednesday tipping video, I did tip the Warriors. If you want to take my tip from before this game here today, I did tip the Dogs. Dasman says we won a preseason game, so 3. Mate, no way, but shoot there. Nice try. Easy try. Goodbye. Irene, good night. Get out of my face. That is a Doggies try. RB4 Music says, hello, I'm back. Hello, mate. I actually haven't emailed you back yet. I completely forgot about that. But that'll get sorted. John Davis says, Sharks over the Knights. Yes, I have taken the Sharks over the Knights. Yes, I do believe that they will get that shaky little win. It's a bit of a loss-loss situation for the Titans there and everyone around that 8, because if the Sharks are to win, that would put the Sharks, Knights, Titans and Raiders all in the same amount of points. If the Sharks are, and the Titans play the Storm next week and the Rays play Manly next week, I think. So then the Sharks and Knights would have a prime opportunity to go into that top 8 there over those 2 teams. Or I could look for the Knights to win the game, go above the Titans for the time being, but then obviously the Sharks would just be playing to equalise terms with the Titans next week. So it's kind of difficult for me to understand which way I'd go. I'd probably prefer the Knights, maybe. I'll take the sucker punch of going to 8th, just so the Sharks are on the same amount of points. But in the same sense, I'd still tip the Sharks. I think the Sharks will win that game. So they're 42 metres out here from the Warriors line. 5th tackle now. Here come the Doggies. Gee whiz, they've actually started off this game pretty well, besides that incorrect ruling by the referee that I don't think it will get anyway. Oh, he's been crunched in the tackle there. He's been absolutely crunched in the tackle. They're going to call high tackle. Ooh, that's a tough call. Well, that's a kind of tough call, but probably right. I didn't really get to see it, to be honest with you. So what's up? It's coming Doggies for the Sharks. Doggies for the Sharks. Oh, okay, yeah, you would. No, they wouldn't go above the Sharks. The Warriors wouldn't go above the Sharks, though. They would still be below them. Their for and against isn't anywhere near as good enough. Reese Harris says, I tipped the Warriors in the tipping comp too, but I'm on the Bulldogs bandwagon today. It's not that I want the Bulldogs to win. I genuinely believe the Bulldogs, this is the type of game that they could win. This is dead set the type of game that they could win. Melmo says, what a waste of height for Ockenbaugh. I didn't actually get to see if that was a high tackle or not, but it is a penalty for a high tackle, and the Warriors will be 45 metres out here from their own line. RB4 Music says, I put the house on Warriors when I saw Ockenbaugh in. Yeah, gee whiz. Well, he's already given away a penalty, and, well, it wasn't his fault for the try, but there we go. Reese Walsh is going to get taken down here, but 38 metres out here from the line. 3rd tackle here for the big Reese. Right-hand side they go. Gets it off to Wade Egan. Egan here gets it off to, here we go, chance here. Oh, why did he step on the inside there, Sullivan? He had a play come through on the right-hand side there with a nice little line, but he wasn't able to get it. But that is going to be Warriors ball here. 35 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side, Adam Fanua-Blake. And Fanua-Blake will get tackled down now. Just outside the 20, 25 metres out. 25 metres out. Reese says, why do you change tips to the Dogs? Because I think the Dogs are going to win. Left-hand side here for the Warriors. They're going to Reese Walsh, Ewan Aikens. 5th tackle, ladies and gentlemen. 5th tackle. And they're going to get tackled on 5th. Really stupid from the Warriors. That was pretty stupid. Someone says Ockenbaugh is pretty useless. Proper useless. He's not my favourite player, put it that way, but I think he runs the ball back pretty strongly. But he's not my favourite player when it comes to attacking or even defence, really, or apparently passing, as we've just seen. 2nd tackle here for the Dogs. They're going to be 27 metres out here from their own line. Stormfan says, go the Doggies, woof woof. So Marcelo Montoya there for the Dogs. Did he used to play for the Warriors, Montoya? Where did Marcelo Montoya? No, Marcelo Montoya is playing for... No, yeah, Marcelo Montoya used to play with the Warriors, didn't he? Or does he play with the Warriors now and then he used to play with the Dogs? I don't know what I'm talking about here. That wasn't Marcelo Montoya. I'm pretty sure that... What's my brain doing? I'm bloody all over the shop. I'm a bit loosey-goosey today, ladies and gentlemen. So Josh Jackson gets that ball back into Ryan James. It looks so strange looking at Ryan James in the Dogs jersey. So right-hand side here, they're going to put this ball up here. And up it goes, up it goes. Difficult kick to take here. It might hit the post. It is going to bounce back perfectly here for the Dogs, and that's going to be Warriors to get the ball out here to the 5. But geez, if the Dogs were up there quicker, they would have had a better chance. But obviously, we do know this team is in last place for a reason. Jeremy says, call out players, not team. Thanks, man, but I'm going to do what I like. You know why? Because it's my channel. Thank you for your offer, but I'm going to, commentate like I normally do. Thank you very much. Third tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to go left-hand side here. They're going to go to Reece Walsh, and they're just going to get this one out to the 40 right now. That's what he played for the Dogs. Yeah, there you go. Exactly right. Exactly right. So fourth tackle here, right-hand side. Now they're going to get taken down here. Adam Fanua-Blake taken down at the halfway point. Fifth tackle. 10 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. But it is fifth tackle here for the Warriors, and they're going to roll this ball back out right-hand side here. And Sullivan, he's been good. That was a good tackle there from the Dogs. I don't think that's played at. It's still going to be fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be away here. They're going to be away. They put the ball over the top here, right-hand side, and that's going to bounce in perfectly here. No, it goes over the sideline. Goes over the sideline there, so it will be a Dogs ball there, but nice little play there. Mevino says, Jeremy Wisson should be your personal advisor. Like, it's cool, man. Like, I get it, but, like, if you're going to tell me what to do, I'm just going to say no. Like, if you say, hey, could you please read out these guys' names instead of doing this, I'll be like, yeah, let's have we'll have a crack. But in the same sense, man, you got to understand, these two teams are, like, you got to understand, when it comes to the Dogs and the Warriors, they're not exactly the most noticeable of names for a majority of them too. Not a great deal of people would know Shoop. Not a great deal of people probably even know the likes of Marshall King, who is in the hooker role. So it's kind of more easier and understandable for the general consensus to say Bulldogs or Warriors, because people just don't really understand who teams players play for. And if you say, look, Josh Jackson, if you don't know he plays the Dogs, then that's your problem. If you don't know Reece Walsh, the Warriors, that's your problem. But overall, man, it is much easier just to say the team name and then occasionally refer to the big players, because otherwise people just don't understand which team has it. Reese Harris says, I reckon it's good that you say the team because some people don't know every single player. Bingo, right there. So 28 minutes, we're on the same wavelength there, mate. So right-hand side here, the Dogs put this ball up in the air. The Warriors going to kick this one. Oh, big kick. It's going to... terrible kick. Jeez, that was shocking. Shocking. Luke Pummer says, I like the stadium they're playing at. Hopefully Redcliffe get an NRL team. Yeah, Redcliffe would need to get a bigger stadium though, mate. I know Redcliffe is a great stadium. That's where the Brisbane Roar play. It is a good stadium there where the Dolphins play. However, for them to get an NRL team and to compete with the Ipswich bid, Ipswich has a very significant bid, to be honest with you. They have a very significant bid, and they've got a very significant stadium out there as well. So Warriors are going to have the ball here, 40 metres out, second tackle. I think that's called the Western Corridor bid, or is it just Ipswich? There could be a different Western Corridor bid, but I think they use that same stadium out there at Ipswich. Third tackle here. For some reason, like, I always backed in Redcliffe and thought they were locked in, but the more I think about it, I think Ipswich is probably a better idea, long term anyway. But they're not bringing in a team in 2023 for a while, to be honest with you. They're not bringing that team in 2023 because of what's going on. Obviously, there's no point. Fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They're about 20 metres out here from the line. They're going to go left-hand side here. Gives off to Reece Walsh. Walsh back on the inside of Ewan Aiken. And Aiken's going to go 15 metres out here. He's not had a great start here, Ewan Aiken. He's not had a great start, but it's going to be fifth tackle now, 15 metres out. And they're going to go right-hand side here. Right-hand side, Warriors, Josh Curran. Curran gets it on the inside, and that's going to be a try time for the Warriors. Try time there for the Warriors. And who's wearing the number 9 right now? Is that Jazz? Who's wearing the number 9 right now? Is that... usually, obviously, Wade Egan's wearing the 9 right now. Hold on one second. I'm pretty certain that is... I'm pretty certain that's Tavanga. It is Jazz Tavanga. Why is Jazz Tavanga wearing the number 9, but yet he's playing the 13 role, and yet Wade Egan's playing the number 22 and playing the 9 role? Why is Jazz Tavanga playing... why is Jazz Tavanga playing with the number 9 jersey? Storm fan says North Ipswich Reserve. That's what Ipswich Jet stadium name is. Yeah, they'll change that one. Absolutely. That's a shocking stadium name. Jason says, haven't seen a Golden Pointer game in a while. We saw it a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? I swear we got a couple of weeks ago a game in Golden Point, didn't we? Sports Hub says Tavanga is lock and Egan is dummy half. No, I know, but Tavanga is currently wearing the number 9 jersey, which is the hooker jersey. Number 9 is hooker, and number 13 is the lock, and Tavanga is playing in the 9, and Egan is playing in the 22, which is obviously, something that's, that's usually what players come in for when they're like a debutant and whatnot. And obviously, Wade Egan is not a debutant. WSN Win says, if you don't like and subscribe, you can get lost. Well, you can't don't get lost. You still watch the channel and still enjoy the channel, but like and subscribe anyway. But, you're just a loser. You are. It's a fact. It is. Sports Hub says because Egan got rushed in the side. Yeah, but that's fine. But he has the number 9. Like his jersey's number 9 normally, so he would have the fit for the number 9 jersey. Like he would have the fit for the number 9 jersey, and Jazz Tavanga would have the fit for the 13. That's what I'm saying. Tashin Kelton says, "Yeah, we got Dragons and Warriors in Golden Point, but I don't want to talk about that." Oh yeah, that was about a month ago now, though. Actually, to be honest with you, thinking about it more. New Zealand Hucker says, "Is there another feedy bump that coming today?" I don't think so, man. I think the Dogs are going to... I still think the Dogs are going to give a really good account for themselves and still could win this game, to be honest with you. But overall, obviously the Warriors are leading right now. And that is going to be... a 12-6 game here to the Warriors. But we could... honestly, with the defense that both these teams can put up, I would not necessarily be surprised with 2 feedy bumps in the same game. Sports Hub says, "Yeah, but Tavanga got the jersey on Tuesday and today he got moved to lock." Okay, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. But first tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to go right-hand side here, and it's going to be out to the 30 right now, second tackle. Melmo says, "I'm confident we could put a team..." What was that comment, by the way, Melmo? What was that comment? Yeah, strange. Obviously, that was the troll. I'm confident we can put a team together out of people from chat and beat the Bulldogs. Yeah, probably. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. But yeah, good call, Melmo. Fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be 45 minutes out here. Blake Harler says, "Haven't the Dogs got close to beating the Bunnies and the Roosters?" Yes, but they also got pumped by the Titans, and they also got pumped by pretty much every other team, but they made it close in 2 other games. Mevedez says, "I knew Manly was going to beat the Eels, but I was just asking about the final score. Surprising anyone?" It was relatively surprising to an extent, but not really, but kind of. Well, that's significant, yes. Oh, Ockenboard's going to catch that one. That's a nice catch there from Ockenboard, to be honest with you. Nice catch there, 20 minutes out from his own line. Clay Jebel says, "You're a Cowboys fan." I wonder when that joke's going to get old for you, man. I wonder. That's a high tackle there against the Warriors. Surely, no, apparently not. But second tackle here for the Bulldogs. They're going to be 25 metres out in the line. They've made three tackles. They've made 5 metres. Nice. Tom Coop says, "Reece Walsh's future isn't at the Warriors. What is a good move for him?" Very good question. Very good question that a lot of people aren't talking about right now. I don't think he lasts a great deal at the Warriors. I think when the money starts coming knocking, he's going to start going. He's going to open those doors and he's going to say, "See you later." And no offence to the Warriors fans, that's just how it is. He's Australian. Most Australians will want to play for a big-time club in Australia. Obviously, Reece Walsh has utilised an opportunity where the Broncos weren't giving him the opportunity, and he's gone over to the Warriors. But I can tell you right now, when the clubs are coming and knocking with some money from Australia, it's going to be tough for him to say no, especially with the fact that the Warriors don't exactly look good going into the future, considering they don't have a timeline on when they can go back home and play home games in New Zealand. They don't have a timeline on where they're going to be anywhere at any stage. So it's really difficult for the Warriors, and they've got excuses at least this year and next year and last year. And also, obviously, they've had players leaving. And yeah, it's a tough time for the Warriors overall, and it's probably going to be a tough time for a few years to come as well. 1 second here, Warriors taking down 40 metres out here, fifth tackle. I think if Reece Walsh goes anywhere, there's not a great deal of teams that need a fullback necessarily. 1 second here, Walsh kicks this one down left-hand side here. Oh, it's a pretty good kick, actually. It's going to sit up nicely there. Just 10 metres out, and Meaney's going to bring this one back out to the 15. Luke Palmer says, "Reece Walsh will be like Kalen Ponga contract-wise." So what, you're saying that... Are you talking about in regards to how he was contracted at the Cowboys, set Reece up for the Dogs? Are you saying in regards to how he's contracted at the Cowboys and then went to the Knights? Or what's your reference there? Because if you think that Reece Walsh is loyal to the Warriors, I think you're unfortunately sorely mistaken, considering that it was an opportunity that he took as a young bloke. But... we'll see. Warriors fans, you will have a different opinion, but I'm telling you this from a non-biased perspective. I couldn't care less. He's not going to come to the Titans. I couldn't care less where he is. Right-hand side here, Bulldogs here, good chance. Passing from the Dogs until they got to... That was terrible. That's not on Ockenboard's fault. That was just shocking That was great for the Dogs, and then it was shocking. Trevor says, "Reece Walsh's move to the Warriors got him noticed." Yeah, so yeah, it was a good move. Absolutely. It was a brilliant move by Reece Walsh. Brilliant move. Because the Broncos weren't giving him the opportunity. Brilliant move. However, he's not loyal to the Warriors. That doesn't mean that he's loyal to them. It means he utilised an opportunity that everyone would do. Left-hand side here for the Dogs. They're going to have a chance here. If they get this ball out, they're going to kick this one in. That's actually going to sit up here. That's going to be kicked through here. This is actually a good chance. No, Reece Walsh... Oh my God, Reece Walsh has been slammed. Reece Walsh has got absolutely crunched in that tackle there. Oh my goodness me. Bloody Adam Elliott goes bang, boom. Sports Hub said, "I think Walsh would go to the Dragons. The Dragons get a quality fullback." Are you a Dragons fan, Sports Hub? Are you a Dragons fan? I wouldn't necessarily say that's out of the question, but I don't think the Dragons will have the money to be spending on Reece Walsh, to be honest with you. I honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, would not be surprised to see him back at the Broncos as his next destination. I'm not going to lie to you. I would not be surprised. I don't, because considering the Tessie New is, I just don't think the Tessie New is going to work out with them. I don't. But 20 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Smack it, smack it, smack it. And obviously hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, your team will lose every single game in 2022. And that's a fact. 2022, and that is a factorino if you do not subscribe. But the Dogs will get this ball out here 20 minutes out from their own line. Luke Palmer says, joins Warriors, then we'll go to another club with money, just like what happened with Ponga. Okay, that's what you're saying. That's going to be a knock-on here from the Dogs. Knock-on. Knock-on. RB4 Music says, oh, doggies. Yeah, not great, mate. Not great here by the Doggies. Meany, I don't understand what that... well, that wasn't Meany's fault there. That's not Meany's fault. That part, that's definitely not on Meany. That's not Meany's fault there. Melmo, you can't be blaming Meany for that one. Like, obviously, yeah, ideally you don't pass that ball, but in the same sense, that is, I just gotta look. Falakiko Manu, is this his debut? Is this his debut? Is his debut? I was looking to see who he was, because I haven't seen him before. Gig Cash says, who do you reckon will win, Knights or Sharks? I've taken the Sharks. Winter says, do you play NRL Supercoach? No. I play NFL Fantasy, I play EPL Fantasy, and I play Baseball Fantasy. It just takes up too much of my time to also be doing the NRL. And if you guys want to be a part of the BKR Sport NFL Fantasy League, do hit me up on Instagram, because there is still 2 spots remaining. It is $50 entry, and the winner takes about, I think, $500 or $600 home, so... if you want to be involved in the NFL Fantasy League, then we have about 2 spots left, and we obviously got a group chat and stuff, and we'll do a live draft with everybody, which should be good fun. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram Maruno. So first tackle here for the Warriors, right-hand side, they're going to go! Adam Fanua-Blake nearly crunched through there, gets the offload away. Left-hand side, they're going to go. Now they're going to cut back out of the right-hand side here. Wade Egan, to Reece Walsh, and Harris Sevilla is going to get taken down here. 10 metres out, second tackle now. Second tackle now. Melmo said he shouldn't have passed it. RB4 Music says third game. Oh, third game? Well, that tells you how much I know the Dogs. Considering I stream every single game, and yet I thought he was a debutant. So Warriors here, right-hand side. They're going to go to Sullivan to Walsh, and that's a good pass from Walsh, and that's going to be a try time on the wing for the Warriors. The big old number 18 there for the Warriors. He will score a try, and that is just terrible defense from the Dogs. That is just, I'm sorry, but there's no excuses there, Doggies fans. There's just there's just nothing there. Edward Cossey is going to score a try. He goes, boonska, boonska, boonska. Edward Cossey goes, bingo, and it is now 16-16 with a kick to gum. Kick to gum. Guys, I guess sorry I'm late. I have a note. How's the game so far? Yeah, do you really want my opinion, or do you not want my opinion? That's my question, because I have an opinion, all right? And that opinion is Trent Barrett is dog shit, and I've been saying it forever. Melmo says, I blame Trent Barrett for this defence. Mate, you've never been more spot on in your life. Gig Cash says, I can't remember who I filled, but if the Warriors win in the team I tip for next game, I'll get a full week of tips twice in a row. Yeah, well, I did the Warriors in this game, and then I did the Sharks in the next game. But yeah. Stephen Kelson says, thanks, man. I wish the best for you Cowboys as well. Cowboys, jeez, they're on a drop arena right now. They are not looking good. New Zealand Huggers, when you're losing to the Tigers, there's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. There is a problem. But Edward Cossey with his first career try for the there for the Warriors. And it is now 16-6 here with a kick to come from the right-hand side. That just put me on the wing. Mate, you could do probably better, a little bit better than Michael Oldfield last night with Parramatta. It was a shocker. That was a shocker from Michael Oldfield last night. Adil says, I don't know anything about this sport, but I bet 15.5 the Dogs. Is it possible, or will they get blown out? Literally, toss a coin, because that is a difficult one. Because the Warriors are a team that there's no guarantee they're going to still win this game, but the Dogs are a team that there's no guarantee they'll ever win another game again. So it is 16-6 here to the Warriors, with 17.5 minutes to go here the first half. He does miss that kick. Tom says, next season, Storm will be taking big hits. Where do you see them on the ladder? They're taking Josh Adokar. They lose a winger, and they lose Nico Hines, and they put Pappenhausen in. I'd still see them top 4. They've got still Jerome Hughes. They've still got Brandon Smith / Harry Grant. They've still, if Harry Grant goes into the number 9 and they put Brandon Smith into the 13 because Finnegan's going, so it's like there's nothing really changing at the Storm besides Adokar leaving because Pappenhausen goes into the fullback and Nico Hines. Oh my God! Well done, doggies. Well done, doggies. Out in the full there. Oh, gee whiz. The doggies. I don't know what's going on here, but I know what's going on here. It is absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Just bad. Just really, really bad here. Just really bad. Broccoli Whip says, I think Jerome is injured. Not next year, he's not. Luke Palmer says, Sharks home games will be chaos next year. Will do my head in with all the development. Is it going back to, are they back at Shark Park next year? I thought that was in 2023. I thought the redevelopment was until 2023. I don't even know. I'm close to Shark Park, but I haven't even seen it recently. The last time I saw it was at the beginning of this year, and it was definitely a while away still. But I didn't realize it was next year. Even with the pandemic, they're still going back next year. So 16-6 here to the Warriors, but they're going to be 15 metres out of the line. Right-hand side, they're going to go here. Gives it off. It's going to be Sullivan. Fanua Blake, and they're going to lose that ball backwards here, the Warriors. They're lucky, but they're going to still probably score a try here. They're Edward Cozy. No, Cozy cuts back on the inside here. He's going to be 15 metres out. Now steps around. He's going to be taken down 10 metres short here of the line. New Zealand Huggers is Barrett going to get the sack next season. Should get the sack now. For 0 tackle here for the Warriors. Left-hand side, they're going to go. Fanua Blake now with the ball. He's going to get taken down 5 metres out here. 5 metres out. First tackle now for the Warriors. It's going to be Wade Egan, left-hand side, gives it off. It's going to be Sullivan, and that's going to be an absolutely... I've never seen a worse pass in my life. I've never seen a worse pass in my life. That was potentially the worst pass I've ever seen in my life. I witnessed Titans in 2019. I witnessed Wallabies for the last 20 years. I witnessed, teams like the Dogs this year. And yet the Warriors have just taken the official worst pass I've ever seen in my life. Makapaka says, hey BK, I missed your All Black stream yesterday. I know a tough result for you, but I admire you sticking with them. Without fans like you, rugby would be fully dead in Aussie, which is bad for New Zealand. It is fully dead in Australia, man. I am one of incredible few. I am one of an incredible few. And I'm talking legitimately, you probably could count them on a single hand. So fourth tackle here for the Doggies. They're going to go Ryan James here. Right hand Ryan James. Then go right hand side there for Ryan James. It's going to be right Doggies up in the air here. Can Ockenboard chase it through? Ockenboard! No, he can't. He's going to actually... I've actually not seen a dumber play by Ockenboard, and I've seen a lot of dumb plays by Ockenboard. I've seen a lot of dumb... Oh, they're going to say obstruction? Oh, that's bull. Nah, I disagree with this call. I don't think this is an obstruction against the Warriors. I think that's I think that's the incorrect call here, to be honest with you. I don't think that he's done anything there. I think that that's just what Ockenbaugh has done here. So he catches the ball there. Like this, what do you mean that's a shadow? How is that a shadow? How is that? Like, what is he doing? Like, okay, you want to give it whatever, but like. Yikes. If that's what we're calling obstruction to kick chase, then geez, that was on Ockenboard, ladies and gentlemen. That was on Ockenboard, but he got away with it. So left-hand side here, they're going to give it off here to Ryan James, and Ryan here, maybe 12 metres out here from the line. Can the big runner get over the line? I'm not too sure. Right-hand side here gives it off to Avarillo. Avarillo here to Biondi. Nick Meaney, taken down 2 metres short here. 2 metres short. Kid catches none of the players, and the Bulldogs are too good for them. They're all terrible. Well, I don't really understand what your point is because we never disagreed with you. So 8 metres out here from the line. Here they come. They're going to go to the left-hand side here. The Dogs are now, that's an obstruction. Oh, it's going to be 6 again, apparently. Oh, okay. A little bit of a polar different opinion to what I just said, but, we'll roll with it. But right-hand side here, the Doggy. He's taken down 2 metres short here. Second tackle. Nick Meaney tried to go for a little skip. No, but that was actually not Nick Meaney. But Nick Meaney's with the ball now. Right-hand side here. Gets it off to Hobblewade. And Hobblewade taken down to 5 metres short. Still cracking on here. He's trying to get the offload away. Can't do it, though. Third tackle here. Let's see what the Dogs can do. Can they show us some of this unreal attack that we've seen all year long for them? They have been really surreal in regards to their attack. They're going to give it to a front row forward there on third tackle to lose about 5 metres. That was a nice play there from the Dogs. So fourth tackle now. Marshall King, left-hand side. Josh Jackson, left-hand side here again. And that pass is going to go to ground. But it's going to be Ship with the ball. And he's going to get to about 3 metres out here. He's still going. And now he's been cracked down here 2 metres short. It's a really good set here from the Dogs. They had 6 again, 2 metres out. And they've gotten to the 3 metre line. Left-hand side here for the Dogs. And they're going to run it through a forward. I think he scored. I think he might have scored. No, he's been held up. He's an idiot. Imagine the scenes of having a 6 again against the Warriors. A team that's not a good defensive team. And then putting that to the show. Dogs. That's unreal. It's unreal. That is unreal. John Landrigan, I think the Warriors scored 50 points against the Bulldogs today. Do you? Is that what you think, mate? Is that what you think? R&B Formula says she's passed the ball side for 10 tackles. Well, no, it's not even pass the ball side. It's just pass the ball to the forwards and run them through the forwards at this point for the Dogs. It's like the Dogs think they're going to win this game through going through the forwards at this point. I don't think they realise they do have backs. They do actually indeed have backs. Yes, they do. They do indeed actually have backs. I know it's crazy to assume. I know it's crazy to assume, but the Dogs do actually have a back line that does consist of a winger and two wingers. Actually, wow, jeez, now we're talking. 2 wingers and 2 centres. I know they're not getting utilised in this game, but they are in fact there. Somebody says, surely the Warriors can't blow it against the Doggies. Oh, I've seen them do it plenty of times. They probably don't do it from here. If they're up 16-6 right now, surely they don't do it from here. But I've seen him do it a cheeky couple times in my lifetime. The Warriors aren't exactly the most guaranteed of teams to win any game. Sergeant Girl says, wait, Bulldogs have backs? No way. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Dennis says, bruh, this ref. What's wrong with the ref so far? I know that there was a pretty average call in regards to a shadow that got called against the Warriors, but I'm not too sure in regards to what team you're telling me the ref's been bad towards, because overall, hasn't been. Is that a penalty here to the Warriors? It is a penalty to the Warriors. It is a penalty to the Warriors there. It's actually, I think this was a late hit. I think there was a late hit here. R&B4 Music says, Warriors wingers are better forwards than the Dogs forwards. I don't know, is that? Gee whiz. Yeah, fair enough. Jack says, hey, Blaze, how you going? Well, I'm watching a pretty shocking game right now, so that is definitely a tackle in there against Ryan James, and he's slammed to the ground. That's absolutely a penalty. That's absolutely a penalty there to the Warriors. Ryan James has tackled him in the air, and then he's just dropped him on the ground like a wrestler. He's just literally, those buddy, you just pick him up, and then you slam him down. That's what Ryan James has just done there. That's what Ryan has just done. John Davis says, COVID Cowboys be looking at Wooden Spoon next year. No, Tigers are worse. The Tigers are worse. Dragons will be there. Tigers and Dragons will be down there, but Tigers are worse. This could be a sin bin here. We could be seeing a sin bin here. Nathan Sidge says, hi. Hello, Nathan. How we doing? So 11 minutes to go here of the first half, and I think they might be sin binning him here. No, they won't sin bin him, but he will go on to report. So the Doggies did get a player from the Raiders on loan, which is Ryan James, and he may miss next week. Tom Coop says, will Keary be as good as he was after his ACL next season? Oh, man, it's tough to say in regards to the Chooksters and what they're going to do next year, to be honest with you. They could have been a team really competing. It would have been a really solid top 4 battle, even a top 5 battle, between the Storm, Panthers, Roosters, Rabbitohs and Manly. They would have been 5 teams that would have been going toe-to-toe right now with a full team for the Roosters, but obviously that wasn't to be. Gig Cash, is that Titans and Raiders, Ryan James? Yes, he used to play for the Titans, and then he went to the Raiders, and now he's on loan here at the Dogs for 2 weeks. And obviously, we might not see him in that second week. But alrighty, here we go, guys. The Warriors here are 5 minutes out of the line. Hit that thumbs up button. 10 minutes to go here, the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new, because if you do not subscribe, well, guess what? I'm telling you right now, your team is going to lose every single game next year. It is a fact. Left-hand side, Josh Curran's going to lose the ball. He's going to lose that ball. Joshy Curran goes with the ball, drops that. Mason Miller says, I really want to see the way the game pans out. What about you? The game. I think this game is actually going to continue to be a good game. Well, I don't really understand how it's been a good game so far, because the Dogs have still been their Dogs' best. But look, I would like to see something change. Like, there's been a lot of drop balls. There's been a lot of mistakes in this game. It's not been the worst game I've ever seen. It's not been a Bulldogs versus Broncos of earlier this season. But it's not been fantastic. Scott Anton says, what a pile of dog shite this game is. Well, and there we go, guys. There is the 2 polar opposite opinions right next to each other. And Scott Anton has given a polar opposite opinion, and I would not disagree, to be honest with you. I haven't thought this has been the greatest game that I've personally ever seen. Harahone, oh my God, it's a knock on there from the Doggies, is it? No, it's a knock back. No, that's a knock on from the Doggies. Nice. This is a shocking game. Blake Harris says, I'm excited for the finals to start. Mate, we don't know who's in the finals yet. Let's relax. Let's relax. We've still got to see who makes the finals. We don't even know who makes the 7 and 8. We don't know who wins the minor premiership yet. We know who wins the Wooden Spoon, and that's the team that just threw that forward pass off the dumbest play I've ever seen in my life. Byron Davidson says, it's not as boring as the West Tigers vs Cowboys game. No, that was bad. Yeah, that was... Oh, no, not that one. What was the game the other week? Was it Cowboys Dragons or Tigers Dragons or something like that? Or was it Bulldogs Tigers? I don't know. Gee whiz, it was a bad game nonetheless. There's a lot of bad games. We witness a lot of bad games in the NRL nowadays. It's a shocking sport at the moment. So right-hand side here for the Warriors. They're going to go, and it's going to be Reece Walsh going to get taken down here. 15 minutes out here from the line. Here come the Warriors. The Warriors. Kossi here. Gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan here, and they're going to be 10 minutes out here from the line. Second tackle now. I think Kossi's been pretty good in today's game. I think every time he's gotten the ball, he's looked dangerous. He's obviously scored 1 try, and I think every time he's gotten the ball, he's looked dangerous. But Egan there gets taken down 4 metres short here from the line. 8 minutes 43 to go here. First half, left-hand side, Sullivan to Tavanga, and Tavanga's going to get taken down here 2 metres short. He's still going. No, taken down 1 minute short here. 4 tackle. 4 tackle here for the Warriors. Wade Egan, right-hand side, goes to the short ball, and the short ball's not going to work. He's going to be held up there. He will be held up there. So it'll be 5th tackle now for the Warriors. It'll be 10 minutes out here from the line. Jack says, hopefully the Sharks-Knights game can be a bit better. Well, hopefully. They're 2 teams that are fighting for the 8. The Knights, if they win, will go to 7th. The Knights, if they lose, will stay. Will go to 10th. because the Sharks will have a better for and against and will jump above them. I think the Sharks actually jump into the 8, actually. I think they would go above the Raiders. I think their for and against is better than the Raiders, am I wrong? Warriors here, fit tackle, left-hand side, and that is just, I think that's a knock on here against the Warriors. Oh, no, Dogs going to get the ball anyway. The Dogs going to get the ball anyway. I think the Sharks actually go above the Knights. They would, yeah. If the Sharks win, they go into 9th, and the Knights go 10th. If the Knights win, the Sharks stay in 10th, and the Knights would go to 8th. I'm sorry, 7th, above Titans and Rays, because they would have 2 points extra. But their for and against is shocking. The Knights for and against is just despicable. It really is. It makes me vomit. It makes me vomit how bad that for and against is for a team around that area. But Corey Horsburgh with the ball here, 4th tackle. Let's see if he can get suspended next week too. Oh no, still going here, 3rd tackle. He got the ball away there. It was a nice play there by Corey Horsburgh. He's going to get off to shoop here, and that's going to be arguably a high tackle there based on the rules that you've been saying all year. But no. Blake Harlett says, I've never seen someone catch the ball with their legs. You've never seen it? I've definitely seen it. Not a great deal, but never is a big call. We see it. I've definitely seen it at least once or twice this year. At least once or twice. Maybe once or maybe... I actually can't believe I just witnessed that from the... Who's the moron? Adam Elliott, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing, Adam Elliott? I can't actually... I stopped in my tracks. I can't believe I just witnessed that. It was fit tackle. He just ran the ball straight. He knew that was fit tackle. I know that he knew that was fit tackle. Because he faked the kick and then decided to run it out. Adam Elliott, bro. Bro. That was the dumbest... Okay. Second tackle in. So Warriors are going to get the ball here to the halfway line. Monty on forward there with the ball. He's going to get tackled down here at the halfway line. They're going to go right-hand side here. Wade Egan gets off the current. So strange. But right-hand side, Reece Walsh still going. He's going to take it down here. This game is horrific right now. Sammy Susan says catching the ball with one's legs is a rarity. It is a rarity, absolutely. But, like, never seen it is a bit cool. But Josh Curran here with the ball, left-hand side, Monty forward. And then Ewan Aiken's going to get taken down here by Ockenbaugh. Ockenbaugh is going to give him an extra 5 metres in that tackle. However, Ockenbaugh does get a tackle there, which I know is crazy to say. But the Warriors will put this ball up here. Dogs, 15 minutes out. It's going to be knocked back there from the Warriors. That could have been a knock on there from Papawade. I don't know what they've called here. I don't know what they've called. He's kicked it around here, Walsh. He's kicked it around, and that's going to be... He's going to lose that ball. So it's going to be Dogs ball now. And Josh Jackson's going to bring this one out. Oh, he got crunched in that one. He got crunched in that one. Mason Miller says, do you think the Bunnies could sneak into the grand final? Been saying it for a long time, man. Been saying it for a very long time. No, you're a little bit late to the party in regards to the Bunnies. But 5 minutes 45 left here in the first half. We're on 40 likes, guys. Smack the thumbs up button. Let's try and get to 50 before half time. Try and get to 50 before half time, but it's 16-6 here. And the Doggies, they're going to go left-hand side right now. They're going to give it up to Shoop. And Shoop will get this one out to the 30. Third tackle now here for the Dogs. They're going to roll this one out. They're going to go straight down the line here. That's a good little run there. 4th tackle. Shoop's probably been the better player for the Dogs today. Shoop's probably been the only guy who's actually... Why are you kicking on 4th, Dogs? Why are you kicking on 4th? Are you going to give a 7 tackle set away on 4th as well? Oh, nice. Nice. That's what you like to see, Dogs. That's what you like to see. Kick that ball away on 4 tackle from inside your own 50 and then give away a 7 tackle set. That's you know when they give you like the textbook when you're a young kid to teach you the rules of the NRL, the rugby league? Well, that, my friends, is what they teach you. Kick it on 4 tackle and make sure you give the opposition a 7 tackle set from inside your own half. That's a smart play right there. It's a smart play without a smart play. It's just a play, but it's still smart. Just remove the smart part of it. I'm dying thinking about how stupid that play was. So first tackle here with the Warriors. It's 25 metres out, 35 metres out even their own line. John Davies says Josh Jackson gets so much praise but doesn't do anything for attack. No, he doesn't do anything for the attack, but he does get a lot of praise because he does so much in defense and does work really, really hard for the Dogs. And it's hard to be successful in this team right now. Very hard. Blake Harler says, not that it's likely, but Penrith Manly would be a good grand final. Yeah, I don't... would it, though? Would it, though? I would prefer to see Rabbitohs Manly. It'd be a high score in attacking. I bet then I still think the Rabbitohs win. I still think Rabbitohs, Panthers, and oh my god, they're going to score a try here. They're probably going to score a try here. Sullivan. Oh, he's going to... Oh, wow, that was stupid from Sullivan. He shouldn't have passed that ball. Oh, wow, they're going to call us a penalty here against the Dogs? Are they calling this as a penalty against the Dogs? What are they calling here? Jack says, it's unfortunate that we don't get to see any Papa Napa action today. Yeah, I know. There's no big Papa Napa action today, so I can't sing the song. But what are they calling here? What are they calling here? Dasmate says, I don't know what would be better, the day the Dogs win the comp or the day we sack Barrett. Mate, I think the day you win the comp is the day you sack Barrett. So it kind of comes hand in hand there, mate. Comes hand in hand, buddy. Comes hand in hand. Devson says, hello. Hello, Devson. But what was the question I was going to say before? Zempire says, if Dogs lose today, does that mean the Brisbane no longer have the spoon? No, because you are still officially with the spoon until the end of this year. Until we've finished off with the finals, this is absolutely still a thing. This is absolutely forever. You will be known as the 2020 Spooner. So don't you worry. Don't you worry, buddy. Oh, I'll remind you. I'll remind you. I'll continue to remind you. You're still second last, buddy. You're still second last, buddy. So the Dogs are going to have the ball here. I don't actually know what the call was just then. I don't know what the call was. So the Dogs are going to have the ball here like we could have told you 5 minutes ago. Luke Palmer says, Sharks, please sign Josh Curran. Yeah, he's been good in this game. He's been very good. He's actually been pretty good in recent weeks. But Dogs here with the ball. Its second tackle gets up to Corey Horsburgh. And Horsburgh's going to run this one straight back at the line there. Gets a nice little 10-metre gain there. Third tackle, 40 metres out here from their own line. Quinton says Warriors should be up by at least 4 tries. Why? Why should the Warriors be up by about 4 tries? Why should they be? Answer that question for me, Quinton. Why should they be? Because I'm not too sure the reasoning for why they should be up by 4 tries right now. 4th tackle here for the Dogs. They're 40 metres out. Right-hand side here. They're going to give it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson gets it off here. Chance here. Maney. Good tackle there by the number 4 here for the Warriors. It's a nice little work there. 5th tackle now. Gosmaker says Garrett will only be assistant coach next year. Gus won't be able to help himself. I don't know who Garrett is, but you're probably right in regards to Barrett, yeah. So, set restart here for the Dogs on 5th tackle. Yikes. 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 Gee whiz. But yeah, good luck to Garrett. Don't know what position he is at the Dogs, but apparently he is at the Doggies. But yeah, Barrett, he won't be having a major influence over that team for a while, no. But the Dogs here with the ball. It's Biondi Ado with it. He gets it off to Avarillo. Avarillo gets it off to Josh Jackson. If the Dogs score here, they should have been up by 4 tries. So tackle here. Marshall King will get this ball here. 3 metres short of the line. 4th tackle now. 2 metres short. 44 seconds. Can they score something? Can they bring themselves within 1 try? That'd be crazy considering how dominant the Warriors have been without being dominant. Here we go. Chance here. Try time. Ockenball. Wow, try time. Ockenball, put the ball down, bro. Ockenball. Ockham, what? What are you doing, bro? Don't do that. Again, Ockenball. Just put the ball down over the line. Score a goddamn try. Just with the ball down over the line, it's called a goddamn try. I thought that when he faked the step inside there, that he was going to get taken over the sideline by Josh Curran, and I know that the chat would have lost their minds. I know the chat would have lost their minds if that happened. But yeah, Avarillo gets his ball out right-hand side here. Dogs get it off to Nick Meaney, and then Meaney is like, bro, if Ockenball doesn't score that try just then, I would have probably headbutted myself. I would have found a way to headbutt myself if Ockenball didn't score that. But that is a try time there for the Doggos, the Doggies, and nice passing there. Their passing's been pretty good today. Their passing from the Dogs has been pretty good today. I'm actually surprised how many people are at that crowd, considering this is a game between the Dogs and Warriors, but most of them would be Warriors fans. Sammy Sue says, the only thing that could mess up a Warriors win is themselves, knowing how they're hot for a moment and then cold all of a sudden. Hey! Since when were you a Wallabies fan? So 16-10 here to the Warriors at half-time, but they've got a kick here. They've got a kick to come here, the Doggies, to make it maybe a 4-point game, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Coda Slammer says, how's the Warriors attack? Well, they've only scored 16 points, and they've probably had about 400% of the ball, so, when the Dogs have been knocked on as much as they have, I honestly still feel the Dogs can be in this game right now. Nathan Sinch says, who's better, Addo-Carr or Karen Munster? Okay. I can't believe that's been a question that's been put forward to me. I am going to pass this one on to the chat. If you answer Josh Addo-Carr, please, anyone in the chat, please time, Dazmate, please time them out if they say Addo-Carr. Who is better between Addo-Carr and Cameron Munster? You're asking who's better between a winger and a fight. Okay. So 16-10 here, and the Dogs here from the right-hand side. He will... Oh, the wind's going to curl that one away. That's unfortunate. There is a little bit of wind there, and that went... Shwhoop. Cameron Munster and I'm sorry, bro, but a winger, please, okay. So it's going to be 16-10 here at half time to the Warriors. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. What are we on likes-wise right now? We're on 46 likes, we're 4 likes away from 50. Schmack, schmackety, schmack, schmackety, schmackety, schmack, schmack, right there. Jesse says Addo-Carr, yeah, you just got timed out. I did warn you guys. I've given Dazmate and Melmo both opportunity here to time out anyone who says Addo-Carr as better than... I don't understand how that question was put forward to me. Like, why would you... Okay, I'm going to put this out there for you, man. You know... A winger, you can't... Like, not in any world would I ever say a winger is better than a 5'8", let alone the best 5'8", arguably, in the competition. But, each to their own, apparently. Each to their own. If you think Addo-Carr's better, then... aye, captain. Captain. But Tiddles McDuffie says Dogs might win this, but they will through it in the second. Well, they will through it in the second half. Not too sure, but I think the Dogs can do something here. I think they can sneak something here. But overall, it's not been the most exciting games. Katuku, thank you for the $1 donation, and has the poo, the nice little mighty poo there in reference to being asked if Munster or Adokar is a better player. If you're telling me who's the better winger, I would say Adokar. Yeah. If you're telling me who's the better player, I'm taking Munster. To be honest with you, I know it's crazy to say. I know it's a crazy thought, but yeah, thank you very much, Katuka, for the $1 donation. Obviously, guys, if you don't know, I am currently trying to save up for a computer right now to be able to go back to my normal streaming service with the stuff on the screen, and also to be able to film videos again. So if you do have, cheeky $5 obviously to join the membership, or if you have anything to donate, I do really appreciate it. It's not, you don't need to though, but if you do, I love your work, appreciate it. But Blake Harlan says Cody Walker over Munster. Tough go there. This year, anyway. This year, absolutely, I would agree with you. Thank you very much for the $1 donations, Empire. You're a legend, my guy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Levi Hawkins says, what about the All Blacks putting a smack down the Wallabies? We got bigger fish to fry. See, that's the problem. Here, right? So you're on a rugby league stream, and you're talking to me about rugby union. See, if I was on a rugby union stream and you were talking to me about rugby league, it wouldn't really make sense, would it? Because if you tried to get at me yesterday, I probably would have responded. But you got to remember, bro, most Australians don't give a shit about rugby union. Legitimately, I'm probably the 0.1% of people who give a shit about the Wallabies literally in the world. Literally in the world, I'm probably the 0.1%. Right, so I'm realistic about my team. So you saying that All Blacks smacked us, I'm just like, yeah, they did. But like in the same sense, it doesn't mean anything today. If you had said it to me yesterday during game, I would have been like, oh well, yeah, that sucks. I was really hurt yesterday. I was really hurt. Like I was heartbroken. But sometimes you get Kiwis who are respectful and understanding and very humble, and then you get flogs like that who talk shit, and they continuously talk shit. You can be a flog all you like, my guy, but we're going to go back to watching the rugby league. Thanks, baby. Solidify says, I need New Zealand Warriors to win so bad. Blake Harlan says, Cody Walker has been so impressive this year, and I feel like Munster hasn't been as good as previous years. Yes, but you can't just go and say, okay, because Cameron Munster hasn't been great this year and Cody Walker has been fantastic, that now we just throw out everything Cameron Munster's done in the past and we just automatically assume that Cody Walker is the best in the league. Like, legitimately, you got to cater for the entire time they've both been in the competition. Munster, literally on his own back, won Origin for Queensland last year in Game 3. Munster has had a successful career he won the grand final last year. Cody Walker, has he won a grand final yet? You got to add in everything. Cody Walker has been unbelievable this season, but to say he's better than Munster because of 1 year is just not on. Absolutely not on. Luke Plummer says option 1 or 2. Option 1. One is fast and does shit all, but scores tries off others. And one kicks goal. Oh, what's going on? Sorry. Okay, I've got to really think about this one for a second here. One second. One is fast and one does shit all, but scores tries off others. Oh, I know what you're referring to now. One kicks goals. Option 2, sets up players, scores his own tries, and sets up tries. Yeah, no, now I get it. I was like, what's going on there? Tom K. Coop says, if Roosters don't rest Sam Walker, he will burn out and get injured like Sawali. Well, you can't. Sawali didn't get burnt out. Sawali just got injured. It's not like this burnout thing is crazy. To be honest with you, this burnout thing for young kids is crazy. Unless you're playing them every single game. Like what are we at nowadays? Like really, is this what the rugby league's become? Where we're now saying that players should get rested so they don't get burnt out? Go and say that to a guy who played in the 80s. Go and say that to Arthur Beetson. Go and say that to Mal Meninga. Go and say that to all these big boys back in the 80s. Oh, we need to rest a player so he doesn't get burnt out. What the soft cock shit are we watching right now? We need to rest Sam Walker, he's going to get burnt out. What in the goddamn shit are we watching? Rest Sam Walker, he's going to get burnt out. My God, this generation has become soft. Holy shit. And this league is so different. Like, what? Oh, rest him. Like, if you rest him in round 26, I get it because you don't want him to get injured. But rest him so that he doesn't get burnt out? My guy, bro, what are we, 16 years old? Gee whiz, I thought this was a contact game. Thank you very much, Blake Harlan, for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Rugby League Production says, Cowboys messed up my perfect tipping round, God sakes. I tip the Tigers. I'm on a perfect round right now. And the Warriors, I need them to win for a perfect round, but I did say the Dogs could win this before this game. Sammy says, Macapaka, good point. What's Macapaka said? Macapaka said, I think us Kiwis can care more about Wallabies than Aussies do because we need Aussie to be good so we have competitive games to keep us improving. You got South Africa regardless, my guy. You got South Africa regardless. Fast Rusty says, why am I blocked? Well, considering that I can see your comment, you are not. Somebody says, good point, especially with Japan planning to join the Rugby Championship in 2024. Are they really? I didn't even know that. Not so sure about Fiji, though, despite consideration for them. Fiji absolutely should be there instead of Japan. And then, obviously, you think about Japan, but apparently not. Apparently not. I can't believe we've gotten to the point where we're saying rest a player so that it doesn't get burnt out. Jeez. Gobsmacker says, just make sure he gets a participation trophy and he'll be fine. Yeah, I reckon the Titans should at least get a participation trophy this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tom says, to be fair, he looks like he's 50 kilograms. Oh my God. Tommy. Tiddler says, did Madison deserve 3 to 5 weeks? I think he does. For last night, it was deliberate. Yes, absolutely. I think he definitely does. If we're seeing 4 weeks for Harawira Nara, which was apologetic, it was not intentional, and it was just kind of, it was just, it was part of the footy, and it happened. It was wrong. It deserves 4 weeks, but if he's getting 4 weeks for something that he didn't mean to do, what Madison did was intentional. It was blatant. Devsus, message me on Instagram, my guy. I can't really talk about it here, but I appreciate it. Message me on Instagram if you can, please. Fast Rusty says, Bulldogs win next year's premiership. Okay, mate. Okay. And that's why we go, you're going to be hurt when you don't even make the 8 next year, because the Dogs are not making the 8 next year. You know why? Because they still don't have a hooker. They've got Burton coming in, who doesn't do well with the Panthers when he doesn't have Cleary or Luai or Stephen Crichton or To'o or he doesn't have Apikotasau or he doesn't have Dylan Edwards there. Oh, wait a second. That's all what happened when they obviously got beaten by the Tigers 13+ and he was meant to take the reins. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go to the Dogs now. Okay, so what have the Dogs done? They've got Josh Adokar, who's a winger. Okay, so who's going to get him the ball? Because no one of the Dogs actually passes the ball out to their wings, right? So you got Hopewade on the centre, right? Or you're going to put, what are you going to do? You're going to put Kotrich? You're going to put, what's Kotrich even doing? What's Kotrich even doing at this point? Okay, now we're going to go to Dufty at fullback. Dufty, the Raiders said we want to get him. And then guess who said they don't want to get him because they don't think he's good enough and he doesn't train hard enough and there's a lot of problems that we aren't seeing right now. That was the Raiders. The Roosters came out and said, you know what, we might get him as a backup. And then they came out and said, he's not good enough. There is problems there. If the Roosters are saying that, I'm telling you right now, there is no chance that I would have signed him. I thought Dufty was good on the face surface, but there is still games where you can see that he goes bad. If he proves me wrong, fantastic, prove me wrong. But Dogs fans, you have unrealistic expectations. You have. Fast Rusty, you are majorly wrong if you think that you're anywhere near a premiership team. If you think that your team is anywhere near good enough to be competing for a top 4 spot, then you, my friend, are unrealistic and you're going to be the one hurt. If you think that your team is going to be in the 8 next year, you're not completely unrealistic, but now you're taking away teams like the Storm, the Roosters, the Rabbitohs, the Panthers, the Eels, Manly, the Titans, the Knights, the Warriors, the Warriors probably won't be there, the Sharks, who have improved. They've got Nico Hines, they've got Finnegan, they've also got, in their halves, they've got Matty Moreland there. They've got a good team next to the Sharks. They're not going to win the comp, but they're going to be around there. There's so many teams improving right now. So many teams. And you're thinking that the Bulldogs are just going to go from last to in the 8 and then to win the comp? Shit me drunk, bro. Shit me drunk. Ruzi Kalamani said, like, Bulldogs fans, you're not annoying in the sense of, like, you're not annoying in the sense of Parramatta, but you're annoying in the sense of you have no concept of how bad your team is right now, and you can't just throw a bunch of guys in with Trent Barrett, who is the worst coach in the history of ever, and then just expect to be premiership next year? My God. Yeah, okay, cool, guys. Cool. My God. Like, you are going to be the one crying, and I look forward to it. Some Dogs fans are realistic, and some Dogs fans are idiots. Big Al says, Grand Final 2021 will be Bulldogs vs Broncos. Yeah, we'll see. He's talking shit. Fair enough. Oh, I don't have a cup. Do I have a cup? Glass? Oh, I don't have a glass. I'm not going to drink out of the bottle here on the stream. Rebellion Production says, who makes top 4, Roosters or Seagulls? Keep in mind, Roosters still have to verse the Bunnies. Top 4. I'm taking Manly. Especially after what we saw last night. Davison says, most Dogs fans are mental. Ethan says, is this a new stadium? No, it's just Redcliffe. This is Redcliffe. This is where the Redcliffe Dolphins play. This is where the new team is trying to bid for. This is where the Brisbane Roar play. No, this has been a stadium for a while. Blake Harler says, you think Raiders will be any good next year? Raiders 2 will be there. It's another team. It's like, gee whiz. Dogs fans, hell yeah. Sean Davis says, how have the Raiders got so bad? It can't be all from losing Bateman, even though he's good. Well, Bateman and also Georgie Williams. You got to remember Georgie Williams went one of their halves partners. John Davies, that's right. Tidler says Burton did well against the Sharks, 2 tries and a try assist, but he had no one else stepping up. That's great. Lost. I'm not saying Burton's a bad player. I'm just saying you can't just assume that this guy is going to go from this team being in last to this team being in first when they've still got Trent Barrett as coach. They still don't have a halves partner alongside him that is really worthwhile. And he is a guy that needs someone alongside him that's quality. He's got Luai there at the Panthers. Or he's got Cleary there at the Panthers. Oh, wait a second. Now he's going to have Avarillo. Nice. CGB says Indigenous All-Stars have hard decisions for their team next season. Okay. Okay. Luke Palmer says, do you reckon Sharks will sign with Connor Watson? Sharks? I think Roosters are trying to get Connor Watson. I think the Roosters. I haven't even heard the Sharks name get thrown in there. Reece says, is there any good players the Warriors could get for next year? I don't know, man. I don't think anyone wants to go to the Warriors right now because they don't know what's going on with the Warriors. You don't know if they're going to be based in Sydney or they're going to be based in Queensland or they're going to be based in New Zealand. We have no idea. We have no idea what's going on right now. Tom Coop says, Matt Burton will be a shell of his former self next season. He needs a good player around him. Bingo. There we go. But obviously, Dogs fans don't want to listen to that. And I get it. I do get it. I do understand Dogs fans. I know you don't want to listen to me. I know you don't want to care. I know you want to say the team's going to be good. I get it because I would want to be the same. I am the same with the Titans. I'm always backing in my boys. Even when we had shit teams, I'd always back them in. But I am also have gotten to a point now where I understand when my team is shit. I've been knowing this since probably about 2016, I really started to understand if my team was good or not good. 2017, I knew my team wasn't great. 2019, that was a difficult year because I thought we were a bit better than that. But in the same sense, we still got last, and that was a tough year. But overall, nowadays, if my team's going to get the spoon, I can tell you that my team's going to get the spoon. I know when it's going to happen, and I know when our team's going to be competing. And that's why I said this year, I really believe that we're going to make the 8. Next year, I think we'll be into around that top 6 area at the very least, and then 2023, bingo. Gig Cash says, I wish the Tigers will make the 8 next year, but our team is still awful. Yes, the Tigers are awful. I would love for them to finish 9th, though. Richie Production says Sharks will lose to Newcastle 30-16. No, I've got Sharks win that game. Big Al says, I think grand final will be Storm vs Eagles. That is the joke, yes. John Davies says, is Coates an upgrade from Adokar? Coates is a very good player. Coates is a very good player and underutilised at a Broncos team that has not been good in regards to their attack. So a lot of the Broncos fans obviously like to blame everybody, and Coates was very good at the beginning. Obviously, Broncos fans loved him. He's going to do unbelievable. He's going to do wonders with Justin Olam. Him and Justin Olam next week, both Papua New Guinean Flyers right next to each other. They're going to connect like fire. That is an unbelievable signing there for the Storm. Unbelievable signing. And it's a wrong call from the Broncos, in my personal opinion. I don't actually know why he went there, but all I know is that it was the wrong call by the Broncos. Sport Action says Manly haven't beat the Storm, Panthers and Rabbitohs. Yes, that's what I've been saying all year long. Sport Action says Eels vs Titans first week of the finals prediction. Eels will probably come 6th. Titans become 7th or 8th. I'm actually more so leaning towards 8th at this point because I don't believe we beat the Storm next week. So that would probably push, because the Raiders will lose, Dragons are no-hopers. It would probably push the Knights above because I think the Knights play the Dogs next week. So, yeah. I think if the Dogs win this game, they still have a chance to beat the Knights next week, though. League Zone says Meaney's also going to the Storm. Yeah, but Meaney's not Xavier Coates. But 57 likes here, guys. 3 likes away from 60. Schmug it. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. It's me. It says, can you please show the footage when the game starts? Absolutely not. You know why? Because it is illegal, and YouTube will not show you the game because it will get taken down immediately. The best I can do is commentate the game, let you know what's going on, and have a good time with you guys in the chat. But yeah, no, it is illegal for me to show you the game. The second half is about to get underway here, and the Warriors will receive this ball first here. Meaney's going to kick this one down into the corner. The Warriors will pick this one up here, 20 metres out here from the line. That's not a great kick there from the Bulldogs at all. The only member says, who gets 4th, Blaze? Us or Manly? Manly get 4th. So 39 minutes, 47 seconds to go here of the game, and the Warriors are going to bring this one out to about the 40. John Davies says, you doing City tonight? Mate, what a stupid question. What a stupid question, John Davies. Of course I'm doing City tonight. Of course I'm doing City. I'm doing Newcastle, West Ham, and I'm doing Manchester City. Oh, my goodness me. That is Beyondy gone. Beyondy, you gone. He got slammed in the tackle then. So it's going to be 40 metres out here from the line. Blake Hart said that wind. I didn't actually think about the wind, so yeah, that's probably why that kick was so bad. Because that was a bad kick, that one. That was a bad kick, but Sullivan here. So that's really at the backs of the Warriors. That's going to really give them an advantage going into this second half. That is going to be giving them, wow, that wind is very strong. I was right before, so it's going to be Ockenboy brings his ball back out to about the 12 metre line here. Luke Palmer says Sharks and Titans swap. No, bro. No. The Sharks, nowhere near good enough. Sharks, oh my God, that was terrible from the Dogs. Sharks, nowhere near good enough. The Sharks have been shocking recently. Like, what was the game last week the Sharks played in? Didn't the Sharks lose a game last week, which was really, really poor? Hold on. Sharks lost to the... Oh, yeah, they lost to the Warriors. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're a 7th place team. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you are a 7th place team. Yeah, absolutely. In that game. So, 3rd tackle here for the Dogs. 4th tackle, sorry. And they're going to get out to the 35 metres here. Reese says the Warriors wingers are better than the Dogs forwards. Yeah, I think we made that joke very early in the stream. Thank you. Senpai says Munster missed like 8 games and Hines still played fine. Yeah, well, that's because the Storm have a really good system. That's because the Storm have a really good system. People don't really understand that it's a system, it's not the players. But the players are good, but that's because the system allows them to be good. But you take those players and put them in another team, and that's why I worry for the Sharks next year with Nico Hines and Finnegan. I don't back them in anywhere near as much as they're getting backed in right now. 3rd tackle here. You are buying, when you buy a Storm player, you're buying at a surplus because they're a Storm player. You're not getting the quality product though. You're buying, when you buy a Storm player, you're buying, you're buying at prices of Prada from Wish. You're buying a price from a jewellery store on Wish. So right hand side here, they're going to go. The Warriors here going to knock the ball on here, and the Dogs might get. What? That's definitely knock on. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's definitely knock on. John Davis says, what will happen in Kennedy when Kynes comes in? Hines ain't going to get the fullback position, mate. He's going into halves. He's going into halves or he's going to the 14. He ain't going in the buddy... he ain't going fullback. William Kennedy will stay at fullback. Drew Z says, under Bellamy, Coates will be better than Folau. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But that's a knock-on here from the Dogs. Nice, doggies. Nice. Nice. Fast Rusty says, Eels are playing so bad. That's rich coming from a Dogs fan. League Zone says Hines will play in the halves. Yes, Hines will play in the halves. William Kennedy will definitely get the... They're going to challenge this, the Dogs here. I don't know why. Cats the Best says, do you think the New Zealand Warriors will win the rest of their game? No way. No. They're lucky to win this game at this rate. They're playing the Dogs and they're making a game of it. But we're just checking to see if this is a knock-on here from the Dogs. That's off his foot there. He doesn't actually lose control at any stage. That's fine. That's fine. He doesn't actually lose control of it. It actually hits the foot of Josh Curran, but he doesn't actually lose control of it. Yeah. It doesn't lose control. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, that'll be Dogs ball here. Good challenge. Good challenge by the Dogs. Good challenge by the Doggies there. Good challenge, Bruno. Solid Sports says, but did Horsburgh and James sum the Dogs? No, they're on loan for 2 weeks because of the injury problems there. And because it's tough to obviously get players. You can't bring players up as much as you could because of everything going on with the pandemic. Jed Kerr says, Will Kennedy has been sold this year. He deserves fullback. Yeah, he is getting fullback. I don't think anyone's questioning it. And that tells you how good he's been at fullback to be not considered a dropped because Nico Hines is coming in after how good Nico Hines has been good this year. How good he has been. Only NRL top 8 next year. My ladder prediction: Storm 1, Manly 2, Rabbitohs 3, Panthers 4, Titans 5, Sharks 6, Broncos 7, 8 Raiders. Where on the bloody hell is the Roosters? Wow. That is crazy that you haven't got the Roosters. That is the most wild thing I've seen in my life. Roosters not top 8 next year. Jeez, okay. Fifth tackle here for the Dogs. They're going to be 40 metres out here from the line. So they're going to go right-hand side here. If they had a full team, my guy, they would be challenging for the premiership this year. And then apparently they're not going to make the 8 next year. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Don't get me wrong. You're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong. But you're wrong. Tom says Eels shouldn't be playing this bad with the caliber of players they have. Yes, you're right. They shouldn't be getting that. They shouldn't be getting beaten by that much. But in the same sense, the caliber of players they have are massively overrated. But they're still decent players. But yeah, Broncos 7th, and the Broncos in 7th, but the Roosters not in the 8 is massive. That's a ridiculous call. I'm sorry, but that's absolutely outrageous to be having the Broncos in the 8 and not having the Roosters in the 8. I'm sorry, but that's just outrageous. So left-hand side here. And also, like, the Broncos have still got so much that's wrong with their team. They have no 5'8" still. They have no hooker still. They have no fullback still. Like, Adam Reynolds apparently comes in and makes that team a world beater, apparently. So, 5th tackle now for the Warriors. They're going to be 30 metres out even the line. They're going to go left-hand side here, waiting. Gets it off to Reece Walsh, and Walsh puts that ball up in the air. Doggies. We'll get that one through Nick Meaney. We'll get taken down here 5 minutes out. Yanni Maverick says, geez, we are underrated after one bad season due to injuries, which I wouldn't even call a bad season. You know, they're top 4 right now, and they're having a bad season. Top 4 right now having a bad season. And yet apparently next year the Roosters aren't making it. Only NRL is actually Broncos. No, but you said Broncos 7th. You can't change it just because I've just now come and said this. That was your belief. But I don't understand why you've got such a high view of the Broncos. They'll probably get like 10th, 9th or 10th. Yeah, but 7th is crazy. You know, I have to go based on what you said there because the only reason you're changing it to the Roosters there is because I've said this, which means that it wasn't your original thought process. Charles says, does anyone know where I can watch this live? Yeah, right here, mate. Right here. So fit tackle here for the Dogs. They're going to whack that ball down into the corner. And they're going to, Warriors going to get the ball here, 25 metres out. I don't think you forgot the Roosters. I reckon you thought that because they're not good this year, I think you think that Sam Walker is going to be the main guy from next year when, they've still got Luke Keary to come back. You know, they've got a decent amount of players to come back. And if they had a full team this year, they would have been competing. Do they win the comp? No. But they would have been competing, absolutely. Zampire says Broncos for first next year or 2023? Absolutely not, and absolutely not. Third, we all know who's winning in 2023. That's a knock on there from the Warriors. That's a knock on from the Warriors. That's a knock on there from the Warriors. That's a wrong call there from the referee. That was a knock on, but the Warriors are going to still keep the ball here. So Josh Curran, left hand side here, gives it off. It's going to be Ewan Aiken now. He's going to get taken down here. 40 metres out. No, there he goes. Young Maverick says people have forgotten about Luke Keary. Oh, they have. So right-hand side here, Warriors taken down for 25 metres out here. Fit tackle, right-hand side. PREMIERSHIP gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan over the top, and that's not a good kick from Sullivan. And that's an easy take there from Meany. And Meany will get taken down here 5 metres out from his own line. Sharple says, does anyone have a link for free stream? Yeah, right here. Click that thumbs up button and you get a free link to the stream. So second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 10 metres out here. It's a high tackle penalty here for the Doggies. They're going to get out of trouble here. Sport Reactions, this game is hard to watch, but at least it's close. It is technically close. You are spot on there, Sport Reactions, but you are absolutely spot on in regards to... you are absolutely spot on in regards to this game not being very difficult to watch, yeah. Marco Packer says, Dad's mate here, he's quiet considering it's a Doggies game. Yeah, he was here before. I think he's disappeared for a little bit here. I think he's disappeared for a little bit. He's gone to hide in Mexico, mate. I don't know what he's done. He's still working here. He's meant to be still working here during the Dogs game. Instead, he's disappeared to Mexico. He's gone off. So, that's what Doggies fans have done pretty much since the beginning of the year. They've gone off to Bali for a holiday. Well, they wish, because obviously they can't leave. Actually, where the Bulldogs are, where they're based from, is the worst part of Sydney right now in regards to what's going on with the pandemic. So, Doggies will get to the ball to the 40-metre line here. Richie Production says Sharks finish 7th next year. 7th? That's not a bad prediction, to be honest with you. I'd probably, 7th or 8th, somewhere around there. But right-hand side here for the Dogs, here's a chance for the Doggies. Meany! Take down. 23 metres out here for tackle now. They're going to left-hand side, Hopewadi. No, he goes to the right-hand side, goes short side. It's going to be Ockenbaugh. It's set restart. Go down, dude, go down. It's set restart for the Dogs. Here's a chance for the Doggies. Whoa. Chance for the Doggies. First tackle now, down by 6. Where's that fitty bomb everyone was telling me about in regards to the Warriors? I thought they were saying that they guaranteed the Warriors to be getting a fitty bomb in this game. Left-hand side here, Meany gets it off here to Averillo. Averillo gets it off the big man! Adam Elliott. Taken down here, 10 metres out. Jake Elliott, is that a rugby league player's name? Right-hand side here, gets it off. It's going to be the big number 15 here for the Dogs. He's going to get this ball to about 5 metres out here. Third tackle. Can the Doggies score a try? Gee whiz, this has been massive. This has been massive right now. Chance here. Big chance. Upawani. What is this attack? It's terrible. They're still probably... Oh, my God. Ockenbaugh, you are stupid. Ockenbaugh is shit. Don't play Ockenbaugh. I just want to put this out there. Trent Barrett, stop playing Jaden Ockenbaugh, for the love of God. I am not a Dogs fan, and I'm sick of seeing this guy play. He drops the ball every single time. How can you not be expecting the ball in that situation? Jaden Ockenbaugh, bro... You are the winger. You are getting past the ball. You are watching the player with the ball. The player passes you the ball and you still find a way to knock it on. I don't get it. I simply do not get it. Anyone else says, nah, all Branter. No, I don't believe it. I believe that you dead set didn't have the Roosters there, and now because you're getting slandered in the chat, but that you've changed it around. So third tackle here. Because now you've gone from saying I did forget about them to now it was all banter. So now you've changed your story twice. So fourth tackle here. It's all good, man. Like, if you don't think the Roosters are going to make the 8, that's fine. It's up to you, bro. You know, you don't need to feel embarrassed because you said something crazy. You know, you might have said something stupid. It's all good, man. But it's your choice. You know what I'm saying? It's your choice. So it's 30 minutes to go here, the first half, of the game. Egan goes off, PREMIERSHIP comes on. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new. Let's go. Cooper says, bro, stop hating. Me stop hating? Nah, I like to hate. You know why? Because of the truth, man. You think that if you think that Ockenbaugh is a good player for the Dogs, good on you, bro. If you think that Ockenbaugh has been great for the Dogs, man, give yourself a high five and call yourself Stacey, because I tell you what, that is a fantastic idea to have. It's a pretty ridiculous idea, but in the same sense, it's just how it is. Only anyone else is here. I do hate the Roosters. Yeah, there you go. Cooper, cry more, look, though, bro, cry more. So right hand side here for the Dogs, they're going to get taken down here, 40 minutes out, and it's going to go, oh, is that going to be, that's Curran's ball here, Warriors going to get the ball here, 35 minutes out. I think he's a Bulldogs fan, and he thinks that his team's good, and he's upset that I've said that Ockenbaugh is not great. So right hand side here, first tackle now. Dasman says, I hear shit, I'm a Dogs fan saying that. Yeah, well, Cooper Greasley, he doesn't agree with you, mate. He doesn't agree with you. He doesn't agree. Jay Ockenbaugh's the greatest player since last break. So Warriors can get this ball on second tackle here. It's actually a really good kick, and it's going to be, oh, is this a try? Is this a try or has he gone out? I think they're going to check this. I think they're going to say no try. They're going to say try, and they're going to check this. And this could be a try here for the Warriors. Reece Walsh, they'll check this. So Cooper Greasley says, nah, screw them all and go to the Panthers. So you said stop hating, and then you just said screw everyone else. What's going on there? Like, that's just... Who's this moron in the chat? Who's this idiot? Ibrahim says, can you show us the screen? Due to broadcasting restrictions, no, it is illegal. But Reece Walsh there kicks the ball over the top. No, sorry, not Reece Walsh. Harris Tavita kicks the ball through there for Reece Walsh. And does he get this try? I think he does. I think he stays in. Here. He puts the ball down to the corner here. And it goes up here. Reece Walsh grabs it. Oh, he does get it too. It's a good try. That's a good try there for Reece Walsh. So that will make it now a 20-10 game here with a kick to come to the Warriors. DLCF Games, the Sharks need to win today. They do. Zampire says, bipolar comment. Moment, don't hate, guys. Screw them all, go Panthers. Yeah, it's just another flog, to be honest with you. Yanni Mavita says, Ockenbaugh best winger in the game, in my opinion. The Dogs went from scoring a try to conceding a try. Yep, that's what happened. The Dogs went from, we should have scored a try, to, hey, we didn't score a try. Why don't we give you guys a try? Crazy New Zealand says, you're funny, bro. Always guaranteed a laugh. Kept the streams. Yeah, well, I think the reason why people find it funny is because I don't give a shit about, like, if people are going to talk shit. Like, if you talk shit in the chat, go for it, man. But, like, you're opening yourself up to being slaughtered, you know. I get slaughtered every day. I get slapped. I get smacked up every single day, right? But, like, I can just handle it. I just give it straight back. But... You know, that's why it's funny. Because most streamers, they cater to their fans. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, I agree. The Bulldogs aren't that bad. And you're just like, well, you know, they're pretty damn well horrible. You know, there's a reason why they're last place right now. And they're last by literally 3 wins to the Broncos, who aren't great. And the Cowboys, who aren't great. But, you know, they're not that bad. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you, the Dogs are shithouse. If you're a Dogs fan, your team's shithouse. I'm a Titans fan. My team's been shithouse for 10 years. I can tell you all about them. All about them. Yanni Mavis says, you got to take the bench if you give it. Mate, mate, I get it every single stream, whether my team's playing or not. Dennis says, how does a team like the Dogs score a try? Mate, they scored twice. They actually scored twice. I know it's crazy to say, they've actually scored twice. Ruziate, Cannavalamani says, best in the comp for you, try assist for the Dogs. Best in the comp for you? Mate, we aren't watching the Titans, right? Tom Coop says, pound for pound, Cleary or Keary? Oh, Cleary. I'm taking Cleary every day of the week. By about a billion years. All right, so it's going to be Warriors here. Cleary has a potential of being... Like, he has dead set the potential of being immortal if he continues this up and continues to go. But obviously, he's very young and there's a long way to go there. He needs to at least win something first. You know, I don't give a shit about when you're talking about, like, when you come into Origin, that's great. Like, win it, cool, fantastic. But you have to win the NRL. You have to win the World Cup. You have to win all these things. And that's what Cleary can do. And if Cleary does do that, then I'll start talking about him in that little hunt there. I'll start talking about him in that little area. Reece Walsh crunched in the tackle. But yeah, Cleary by a mile. Young Mavis says, Cleary is halfback, Keary is a 5'8". Yes, but I think he's just asking in regards to who I'd take, and I'm absolutely taking Cleary every day of the week. So Dogs will get this ball here, and they're going to get this ball to about 15. Big Al says, DC or Jairo. So 26.5 minutes to go here in the game. They're going to go right-hand side here, and they're going to give it off to the debutant here for the Doggies. He gets this one out to the 15. Sammy Sue says, for every $100 Blaze made whenever someone asked to be shown the game should count towards Patreon if it was even possible. Well, mate, you don't even need anything about Patreon. There's bloody is a $5 membership right here. Dasmate says he's won a minor premiership just like the GOAT Ben Barber. Yeah, Ben Barber's not going to be on the bloody immortal stage, mate. He's not going to be on no immortal stage. So it's going to be 4 tackle now for the Dogs. They're going to get outside their 40. But DC, yeah, your buddy Johnny Arrow. RB4 Music says, can you show the game? Yeah, I can. So 26 minutes to go here, and they're going to go the Warriors here, gets us to the 40. I definitely can. Not going to, but I definitely can. So Warriors with the ball. They're going to go right-hand side, gives it off to the 17 here. Buddy, look at that hairstyle. He's got a hairstyle and a half. He has got a ratty and a half, and I love it. Second tackle, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for that. So the Warriors now taking down 45 metres out here from the line. Third tackle. If the Warriors score one more try, it is game over, man. Game over. Third tackle now, left-hand side. They're going to go PREMIERSHIP. Gets the ball off here to Sullivan. Sullivan to Walsh, and Walsh. Reece Walsh and Chanel Harris-Tavita look really similar when Harris-Tavita doesn't have his headgear on. When he doesn't have his... he doesn't have his headgear on. I honestly keep getting mistaken for Reece Walsh and Harris-Tavita. Obviously, show some Cubs action in the background. Mate, I can tell you right now, you don't want to see Cubs action right now. I definitely can tell you that right now. Golden Holland says, who is winning the next game? I've taken the Sharks, but I'm not convinced. You guys need to win. If you don't win, you're gone. You're gone. Daz says, every time someone says show the game, they should have to become a member. Okay, Daz, good luck. Enjoy. You just said show the game. You said it in your comment. Yanni Maverick says, watching the Dogs is painful. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. So Warriors with the ball here. They're trying so hard not to... put that guy past the horizontal that they were there in that tackle for a good 15 years. Zenbai says, did Sharks win last week? The opposite of lose last week? The opposite of last week? Jeez, Sharks lose a bit. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 10 metres out here. Harris-Tavita. Harris-Tavita's going to get... Oh, he's going to get a try. No, he's going to take it down here 3 metres short here from the line. Aaron Woods, man of the match. Swear to God. Yep, that's a dumb comment. Right-hand side here. And the Warriors are going to get a set restart. 2 metres short here. Woo Soggy says Walsh was offside. I don't know. I wasn't even looking for the offside, to be honest with you. I wasn't even thinking about it. So he could have been. He might not have been. He might have been. We'll never know. It'll be a magical moment if we ever find out of that one. But I can tell you right now, I don't really care enough to go back and have a look at it. And I don't think most people. Warriors take it down. 3 minutes short. Third tackle here. Adam Fanua-Blake gets it off to PREMIERSHIP. PREMIERSHIP right-hand side gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan here to Walsh. And Walsh kicks it through. It's going to be on third tackle. And that was, my friends, what I call a big old dumb play with a capital D and a full stop at the end of it. Yanni Maverick says, Sharks will win, in my opinion. Doesn't mean they're good, though. No, exactly right. Well, I think the Sharks win, but I want the Sharks... Oh, I don't know who I want to win. I don't. Because the Knights go above, but then the Sharks stay below by more than 2 points, and it kind of does help. That should be a set restart here for the Dogs. That should be a set restart here for the Dogs. As Sasha Gelton says, God damn it, Walsh. I can't believe that's not a set restart. They were all blatantly offside there. All blatantly offside. Golden Holland says, I want you to apologise to Woods when he wins the match. Mate, there's a reason why his name is Sharon. There's a reason why his name is Sharon Woods. He's not Aaron Woods. He's Sharon Woods. And you have to respect his opinion, okay? You have to respect what he wants to be. So left-hand side here. And it's going to be Beyondy Adu, who's going to kick this ball down into the corner. It's a pretty good kick. It's a really good kick, actually. That's a really good kick. It's going to be a dropout here. The Doggies. That's going to be a real nice kick there. That's a real nice kick from the Dogs. I know you've never heard that before, but yeah, well, there you go. The Dogs have actually made a good play. That's a good play. That's actually unbelievable. Sammy Sue says, kicking on the third tackle. I guess no one told the Warriors it was tackle 3. Well, the Titans, for some reason, kick every single time on fourth or third or second. Titans kick a lot of the time on second. I know, it's crazy, but they do. I'm not even joking either. Yanni Mamada says, Sharon Woods is the best player in the game. Mate, Sharon Woods shouldn't be man of the match. He should be man of the round. He should be man of the year. He should be Australian of the year, that bloke. I reckon that's something we should get going. Sharon Woods, man of the year. Woman of the year. Jeez, I don't know. Golden Holland says, when was the last time you remember Woods winning man of the match? I didn't even know that Woods played rugby league anymore, to be honest with you. The last time I noticed Woods was probably about 2016. So, a long time between drinks. 22 minutes to go here of the game. Dogs would need a score in the next 10 minutes to have any chance of losing this game by less than 12. Dogs now 22 minutes out here. It's going to be Couture, left-hand side to Avarillo, and they're going to take it down here. 12 minutes short here. Here we go. Simpson comes on for Jackson. Here's the biggest play of the game right now for the Dogs. Set restart. Surely they score here. Big Al says, sorry, I have to spam. You can spam what you like. We're going to time you out. If you do it again, we'll just hide you from the channel. So good luck with that one. Second tackle now. They're going to be 3 meters out here from the line. Set restart again. Jeez, the Dogs have to score at this point. That's offside. There has to be another set restart there to be completely fair. They're not going to call that as another set restart, though. It's going to be first tackle here, second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 10 metres out. Gives it up to big number 8. And guess what? They're just going to run this ball through the forwards because this is what the Dogs do. They bore you to death with their first 3 plays, and then they knock on in the 4th or 5th play. That's usually how the Dogs go. Left-hand side here. Oh, don't worry about that. They will drop the ball onto the grass. It will go backwards, though, but they've done it a little bit too early there. They've done it on a 3rd tackle rather than 4th or 5th. Now's the time we watch for the knock-on. So 4th tackle here for the Dogs. They're 8 metres out here. Where's the knock-on coming? Is it coming right now? Right-hand side here. Avril gets it off. They might get a try. No, but they're going to get taken down here. 4 metres short here from the line. Oh, guess what? Hey, guess what? I actually called it too. I said they'll knock it on 4th or 5th like they always do, and they knocked it on. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, doggies. Oh, no. Oh, no. Rugby League Production says Tom Trbojevic might not play next week due to Sivo whacking him in the face. I just can't believe I called that. Like, I can't believe I called that just then. He doesn't actually lose that ball, to be honest with you. I actually think there's going to be a good challenge here. I think he actually holds this. Oh, they could say the grounds assisted him, but I truly believe he doesn't lose his ball. I really do. I think that it should be fine. I think this should be a good challenge. I think they should be successful here. I think the Dogs should hold this ball still. I think he's held on to that. Yeah, no knock on. Yeah, no, that's a successful challenge. So I'm still going to claim it because I was pretty far. I was pretty close to right. I was still right. The referee did still call a knock on, but the challenge was successful, so I am still right. Don't you damn well take it away from me. Don't you damn well take it away from me. Don't you think you can just hide behind a computer? Because I will put my fist through the computer. And then I'll force you to become a member for $5. So 20 minutes to go here of the game. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. He kicks it through. It's not going to be played at. Oh my God. It's played at by the Warriors, he says. I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. But apparently he's got different eyes than I do. So 20 minutes to go here. Like I said, smack at the thumbs up button. If you don't thumbs up, you suck. And if you don't hit that subscribe, your team will lose every single game in 2022. And that's a cold-hearted fact. So now it's going to be second tackle here. 1 metre short here from the line. Can the Doggies bring this game back within 6? Left-hand side, they're going to go here. Big chance here for the... That's an obstruction. No, apparently not. Third tackle now. 5 metres out here for the Dogs. I think it's because he went down pretty much. I don't know if he deliberately went down or he just got taken down, but he got taken down. Left-hand side here. Doggies! Taken down 3 metres short here. I wonder if the Dogs are actually going to be able to do something with this attack because they've had about 400 sets on the line. Let's see if they can make it 401 or if they knock it on 4th or 5th, which is what they're at right now. They're at 4th. Now they've got a chance. Now they've got a chance. He's going to run through and get taken down. 4 metres short. My goodness me. They can't seem to find it right now. Left-hand side kicks it through, and that's a knock-on maybe from Curran. No knock-on from Curran, apparently. I thought that was a knock-on from Curran. A rough call there. I think the Warriors that was a knock-on there, but apparently not. Only NRL says if Bulldogs and Broncos played, it'll be 1-0 right now. Well, no, because the last time the Bulldogs and Broncos played, the Broncos won 24-0. Rugby League Production says this is embarrassing to watch. I'm not even a Dogs fan. Dogs hit the ball here. Warriors on the ball. Try time for the Doggies. A try time for the Doggies. Try time for the Doggies. Try time for the Doggies. Bada boom. Oh, geez, that was actually hit quite far. I nearly broke something. But I didn't break something. But the Dogs did break something. And that, my friend, is called the hearts of the Warriors fans. Because there's a try time for the Dogs. I don't even know what happened here, to be honest with you. I actually don't know what happened. So they've called it as a try. They'll obviously check this. I'm not too sure what's actually happened here because I don't know how the Dogs got the ball. But the Dogs did get the ball. Tilchunga says Sharon Woods hasn't been the same since he missed the try celebration origin. Ibrahim says, let's go. Dogs all the way. So let's have a look here. Warriors, they'll just knock that ball on here. They'll just knock that ball on. They'll just knock that ball on there. I don't think that there's going to be anything wrong here because he drops that ball before that hit. And I don't think the hit's high anyway. I think he just gets crunched in the tackle. I think he just gets crunched here. He's knocked the ball on regardless. What do you make of that? Is this going to be a penalty of the Dogs? This is tough. I don't know how you rule this. Does that hit him in the head, though? They're going to check it, obviously. They're going to review it just to see if there's a head contact here. Not too sure here. This is a tough call. So the Dogs might have their try taken away from him here. Magapaka says in the face. I know Warriors fans are going to love this ruling right now, but anyone who likes rugby league is just like, this is dumb if this is a penalty. Warriors loses possession first. Oh my god, he's called it. No, he does not slip, does mate. It's going to be high contact here. This game is so soft, but like, anyway, it is what it is. Like, there's no way he goes off here. There's no way this is in the bin. There's no way. But it doesn't matter if he lost it before he got hit. Makapaka, it will be a penalty regardless. Big Al says, I'll not spam anymore, which is tempting. Sorry, don't really care. If you do it again, I'll hide you from the channel. So, yeah, don't spam. I don't care if you... I want to feel like doing a spam, because I'll hide you from the channel. It takes me 0.1 of a second. So, yeah, don't do it again. Otherwise, you will be gone. So, it's going to be the Dogs with the... Dogs won't get the ball here, because it will be the knock-on from the Warriors, but the Dogs will give away a penalty. Oh. Doesn't negate the... It's on report. And the penalty. Yeah, so it's not going to be sin bin. That's right. That's right. So that's unlucky there for the Dogs, but it won't be sin bin. That's the right call. And all for the update says Bulldogs will sneak away with this. Well, considering they're down by 12 and they're just giving away a penalty to the Warriors, I doubt it. Malcolm says Warriors have won every game since I became a member of the BKR. Well, there you go, mate. There you go. Warriors have won every single game since Malcolm has become a member of BKR, which is only $5 for a membership. So if you want your team to obviously come and win every single game since you became a member, well, guess what? It's only $5, and your team is going to be lucky for the rest of ever. So left-hand side here, they're going to go here. Black Carter says, Big Al says, what do you mean it's tempting? You just look like an idiot if you spam. I know, he looks like an idiot and he'll get hit off the channel the next time he does it. So so Warriors will have the ball here. No one found it funny. And, it's just stupid. But third tackle now for the Warriors. They're 20 minutes out here from the line. Golden Holland says, Wood scores the first try. You have to buy me a Sharks jersey. No. So third tackle here for the Warriors, right-hand side. Did you ever think that was going to work? Left-hand side. Oh, Harris Tavia taking out 5 minutes out here. Fourth tackle here. Here come the Warriors. They're going to go to the right-hand side here. The Dogs have gone from scoring a try before tries. Oh, that's a brilliant try-saving tackle by the Dogs. Oh, my God. How did that stop that from having a try? Michael Paxton says, didn't you just join last week? I had a bet with Beck I'll be joining when the Wallabies beat the All Blacks. Oh, gee whiz. Come on, bro. Like, really? Really? Is that what you're actually waiting for that? Oh, real. Sammy says the Dogs have been quite depressing all season, unsurprisingly. You reckon, mate? Well, they're last place, so I'm going to have to say you're pretty spot on there. You're not wrong, but it's going to be Dogs with the ball here, 35 minutes out here. That was a good try-saving tackle from the Dogs. It will be first tackle here, 45 minutes out here from their own line. Levi Hawkins has contact with the head, no sin bin. There was no way that was a sin bin. That was lucky to be a penalty, but they called it as a penalty, and it's a fair call as a penalty based on the new rules. But Levi, brother, like, come on, man. You think that's a sin bin, my guy? Bro. Jeez. If you think that's a sin bin, then for God's sake, make this game badminton. Let's move to China and let's play badminton for the rest of our goddamn lives. Left-hand side here, Dogs are going to throw this ball to the grass. The grass isn't actually on your team, but they still have the ball, which is a good positive sign for the Dogs. They haven't lost it forward, but they have lost about 10 metres. So, a bit of a catch-22 there. Right-hand side here, Dogs with the ball. Beyond Doe will put this ball up in the air. Big chance for the Dogs to slap it back. It's going to... Oh, is that tackling air? Is that it? Oh, I'm surprised they haven't called that as a tackle in the air here. He's still on the ground here. They're going to wait and check this. They're going to check this one. They're going to check this because it doesn't really look like Reece Walsh actually goes up for the ball here. I don't think that Reece Walsh really goes... Oh, to be fair, it's probably fine. But, Reece Walsh was never getting to that. But in the same sense, it's probably fine. They go up and... It's probably fine, to be honest with you. That shouldn't be a penalty. That shouldn't be a penalty to the Dogs. Gone says, bro, you still owe me a grand final ticket when the Sharks make the finals. Cool story, bruh. Sammy Sue says, Macabaka, speaking of the Wallabies beating the All Blacks, we'll see what happens in Perth. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Levi Hawkins says, I reckon it wasn't a sin bin either, but I've seen less go to the bin. That's all. No way have you seen less than that. No way. It was lucky to even contact here, bro. It's more contacting here. It kind of contacted here. I've not seen less than that. But in the same sense, it wouldn't have been unbelievably surprising to see him get sent to the bin, but it would have been stupid. There's no way I've seen less than that. He contacted with him here. You can't get less than what he hit him with there. You can't get less. So it's going to be a Warriors. The ball 20 minutes out here. Big Al says, bye, I'm going to Rugby Field. See you later. Okay. So the Warriors are going to have the ball here. They're going to be 15 minutes out. Why are we looking down the tunnel right now? Can we actually look at the game? That would be nice. We got a nice little viewage of the tunnel. Not that anyone cares about the tunnel, but we did technically get a look at it anyway. So at least we got to see what the tunnel looks like with nobody in it at Redcliffe Stadium. DC Dreams says, how much time left on the game? There is 15 minutes and 47 seconds to go here. Second tackle for the Warriors at the halfway line, and they're going to get slapped down here. 45 minutes out of the line. Senpai says, is Paul Vaughan serving his 8-week ban yet? Well, he's not playing, is he? So it's going to be a penalty here to the Warriors. And if I'm the Warriors, I take the 2 here. If I'm Warriors, I take the 2 here. Just Sport Action says, Blaze, you see Josh Curran trip in the tunnel? I didn't even see that I didn't even know he was in the tunnel. I didn't even know that was him in the tunnel. I just saw an empty tunnel. It was an empty tunnel. I didn't even know we saw anyone in the tunnel there. Only NRL says I'm 100% getting a grand final ticket if it's in Brizzy. Oh, yeah. Macapaka says, tunnel lives matter, bro. You know what? Tunnel sucks, Macapaka. The tunnel goddamn sucks, and so does this game. And so does this game. This tunnel sucks. The game sucks. Gee whiz, Macapaka. That comment sucks. You don't suck, but that comment sucks. Well, you do suck because you're waiting for the Wallabies to beat the All Blacks to bloody buy a $5 membership. So you do kind of suck too. Scott Anderson says, you look like you're losing the will to live watching this game. I am watching the Dogs and the Warriors, mate. I am watching the Dogs and the Warriors. So, you know, overall, man, it's a tough slog. You know, it's a tough slog, my guy. Golden Hot Man, like truly, my guy, the amount you beg on these streams is just absolutely unbelievable. Like, it really is. Like, it truly is. So, you know, stop crying in the chat. My goodness, mate, you haven't even goddamn made the 8 yet. Like, holy shit. Like, the amount of shit talk you're giving me in the chat. Like, you haven't even made the 8 yet. Like, shut up, mate. Like, oh my god. So 15 minutes to go here. You haven't even seen what happens yet. And you're talking a great deal of shit. Like, you're lucky you don't get timed out right now. Shut up. Gee whiz. My god. Talk about annoying people in the chat. Golden Holden, you are bingo right there. 15 minutes to go here of the game. Just get back involved in the chat and actually talk about rugby league, idiot. So 15 minutes left here, and the Warriors are going to smack it on through. So it is going to be 20. Oh, he missed it. Oh, no, he got it. He hit the post, and it does go in. Goes in. Somebody says, Dogs, Warriors is a snooze fest, but still footy regardless. Actually, Golden Holden, you're annoying the shit out of me. I'm going to time you out. You're annoying the shit out of me. All right, catch up. All right, so let's get back to the game here. God, my God, people can be annoying sometimes. It's not all about you, guys. It's not all about you. So 14 and a half minutes to go here. The game is 24-10 to the Warriors. Team Sport Production says, who do you go for in Origin? I'm from Queensland, my God. I'm from the Gold Coast, some Queensland. Unfortunately, we had a pretty rough year this year, but, you know, we won last year. But, yeah, we had a pretty rough year. At least we won Game 3, which was good that we didn't get swept in our own home state. But overall, man, yeah, it was tough for Queensland this year. We got absolutely pump-a-roonoed in Origin. So that's a good kick from the Dogs, and it's going to be, oh, geez, the Warriors are going to get the ball here, 10 minutes out of their own line. Dan says, thanks for 13+. I wouldn't call it yet. 14 minutes to go here. I wouldn't necessarily call it yet, but it is game over. The Warriors have won this game. Somebody says, Dogs Warriors is a snooze fest. Dasmate says, if you get a $5 membership, you won't suck. Fair call. Second tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be 35 metres out here from their own line. Second tackle now, right-hand side, and they're going to get taken down now 40 metres out here. Third tackle. Desmond says Queensland needs Napa, big Napa. Well, the Dogs don't even play him right now, so I don't even know. I don't even know what he's going to be doing for the. Oh, that's going to be a penalty against the Dogs. Doggies, it's all coming down. It is all coming down in Canterbury. It's all coming down in Canterbury. That's apparently a high tackle. It's technically high. It's technically high, but. That wasn't that high, but it's fine. It's going to be a penalty there. Levi says, Warriors to make the 8, please, Lord Jesus. Bro, you need to fix your for and against first. You need to win this game by a lot more than this. If you want to be making the 8, you need to be winning this game by a lot more than this. Actually, what is your for and against right now? Because you need so much to go right for you. You need so much to go right. Let's go have a look here. So the Warriors would have to, with this win here, they will go from 13th to... They'll go from 13th. If they win by 20... If they win by 20, they go above the Dragons into 11th. If they don't win by 20, then they'll go into 12th. They'll go from 13th to 12th. So that tells you what you need to know. So if the Warriors win by 20, they'll go into 107, which is 1 point above the Dragons. They'll still be below the Sharks, regardless of the result, unless the Sharks lose by 50. But they'll be above the Tigers because all they need to do is win this game. Even if they won by 0.5 of a point, they would have won. Tom Coop says, these posters look sick, mate. Where can I get one like it? Well, I made all these. They're all on the BKR Sport Redbubble page, man. All on the BKR Sport Redbubble page. So yeah, the link is in the description for all the posters in the background. These aren't. Oh, there's one for each different team. Warriors here, chance here for the Warriors, and he's gonna get taken down. He's 5 minutes short. His second tackle now for the Doggies. Of course, fancy the Bulldogs win. They still last by 4 points. They still last by 6 points. Third tackle. Oh, if Bulldogs win, sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. They are still last by 4 points. However, if they were to win, then they would still be technically avoiding the spoon for the time being because there's still chance they could get above the Broncos. But with a loss here. I think they need to win all 3 games now for the rest of the season. Broncos lose all 3 games, which is possible, but Broncos lose all 3. Dogs win all 3, and take away a minus 160 differential. Some shit, ridiculous. Ridiculous. So fit tackle with the Warriors at 10 metres out here. Reece Walsh cuts back on the inside here, kicks it through, and it's going to be. That's going to be offside. What's going on here? That's offside, penalty, knock on, something, anything? Apparently, no. Okay, good. Half an hour, we will be showing the Knights versus, the Knights versus Sharkies game. Guys, we're on 71 likes right now. We've got 95 people here. Let's bang it up to 80. Let's smack that here. That thumbs up, Bruno. Boomski. And obviously hit that subscribe button, because if you do not subscribe, you suck as a human being, and I can promise you right now, your mother is going to kick you out of the house tomorrow. She's not going to let you live in the basement anymore, and that's going to be an issue for you. And then you're not going to be able to watch a BK Sport live stream, because you're not going to have the internet, all right? So that's going to be your problem. Well, that's going to be your problem, and that's what happens if you don't subscribe. Your mother will tell you to get out of the house tomorrow. She will do it. I promise you. So third tackle, and to boot, your team will lose every game in 2022, and you don't want that to happen. So fourth tackle here. They're going to be 45 metres out here from their own line. And the Dogs are going to go left-hand side here. Gives it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson here. Doggies here. Chance here. Doggies. Chance. Doggies. Doggies. No doggies. No doggies. No doggies. No. Dylan says up the bunnies all day, baby. Yeah, they had a good win yesterday. Very good win against my Titans. My Titans look shocking. They look shocking. Oh, talking about shocking. He's just kicked that ball 10 metres backwards. Not even joking. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hapawade. That's actually a pretty good kick under the circumstances. That's a really good kick from Hapawade under the circumstances, actually. Okay, Marcelo Montoya. That was, yikes. Yikes. Malcolm says, Warriors need to beat Broncos by Broncos, Raiders, and Titans to be top 10. To be top 10. If they beat the Broncos, Raiders, and Titans, do they play? Is that their run home? Is Warriors, Broncos, Warriors, Raiders, and Warriors, Titans that run home? I know they play us the last game, but I didn't realise that's actually not the easiest of runs there for the. That's actually not the easiest of run homes there for the Warriors, actually, because the Broncos haven't looked bad. The Raiders are obviously playing for their 8 hopes. That's actually a brilliant game for the Titans. I want you guys to win that game. I want the Warriors to win that game against the goddamn Raiders. But then obviously you're not going to win that. Well, you probably will, because you're our bogey team, so you probably beat us in the final round. Levi Hawkins says, do you think Fafita's a waste off the bench? No. Dylan says, God, yes, they are. What's God? Yes, who? What? Con? What? So, where's Connor? Do I think Fifita's a waste of the bench for Titans example against the Bunnies? Just couldn't get it going. No, I think that unfortunately in that game, if he had started, he would have been locked down pretty easily anyway, because the Rabbitohs were able to do it, because the Rabbitohs are one of the best teams in the competition. That, my friend, should be a penalty for the Warriors, and it will be a penalty for the Warriors here. It will be. Oh, it will be. Oh, it absolutely will be. It will be a penalty. And that is something that the Doggies just love to do. They really do love a nice little penalty. Not for them, usually for the opposition team. And this time around, they've just gone and done it again. And that's what the Doggies are specialties at. Giving away penalties to the opposition team. So you really got to commend them on that. At least they've gone in with a game plan. The Dogs have come with a game plan, and that's penalised themselves out of the game. And they've done that brilliantly. So, kudos to the Dogs fans. Trent Barrett, he's a bloody good coach in regards to that. Tell the lads, penalise yourself out of the game. Make sure that there's no chance that you can win the game. I reckon there's a good chance we can win if we do that. That's probably what Trent Barrett says in the sheds at halftime. So, second tackle here for the Warriors. That's going to be a knock on. No, it's going backwards here for the Doggies. And the Doggies are going away here. The Dogs are away. The Dogs are away. He's off. He's off and running. He's off and running. It's Adam Elliott. He's taking down 35 minutes out here. So, everybody says, oh shit, Dogs do have the spoon according to Wikipedia. That's great. Wikipedia's wrong, because I can tell you right now that factually they don't have it until they lose next week and the Broncos lose next week, or win next week. If the Broncos play the Warriors. Actually, that's an interesting game. I'm not going to lie to you. The Warriors have an interesting run home. They don't have an easy run home. It's not an easy run home at all. They're all teams that are playing for something. Left-hand side here, except for maybe the Broncos, but Raiders and Titans is... Whoa! Shippy still going here. Shippy still going. Second tackle. The Dogs are actually deciding to start playing with about 10 minutes to go here. Wow. That's crazy. So right-hand side here, and they're going to get slapped down here. 15 minutes out from the line. 15 metres out here from the line. Third tackle now for the Dogs. They're 14 metres out. It's going to be Marshall King. Warriors need all the for and against they can. They do not want to concede here. They won't concede here because the Dogs are the Dogs. They will knock that ball on third tackle. And gee whiz, they did it one tackle earlier than they normally do. But they do still knock the ball on, which is another play in Trent Barrett's. Either give away the penalty or get the knock on. And if you don't get a penalty or a knock on to the other team, well, guess what? Don't you come back into my sheds because you would have disappointed me. That's what Trent Barrett's doing here. I get his game plan. I do. I get it. Malcolm says Reece Walsh was born in Gold Coast, so we could choose the Titans. We got AJ Brimson, to be honest with you, man. I don't think we're going to be needing Reece Walsh. Empire says, well, regardless of next week, if Brisbane win or Dogs and Brisbane both lose, it's literally impossible for the Dogs to get out of 16th. Thank you for telling us something that we've been talking about for literally weeks now, but, at least you did kind of confirm it for everyone, even though we've kind of confirmed it for weeks now in regards to exactly what you said. But, welcome to the party. You have come to the party. At least you got into the party now. The party hasn't closed off yet. We're about to finish off the party, but at least we have gotten to the party. So third tackle here with the Warriors. They're at the halfway line. And it's going to be Jazz Tavanga getting it to. No, sorry, it's going to be actually Bunty Afoe who gets this ball to the 45 metres out here from the Doggies line. Zevison says, guys, make sure you sub. If you don't sub, gee whiz, I tell you what, you are a disappointment in life. It's going to be a penalty here, the Warriors, though. Yanni Mavis says, oh my God, the Dogs are shocking. Is that something new to you? You buddy surprised, Yanni? You buddy surprised? You wait until you watch Tottenham tonight, then you'll see something shocking. Tiddles says, next year will tell us if the Dogs are just missing star players or if everything about the club is bad. I can tell you the answer now. Lachlan Gaming says, go the Doggies. Yeah, they're good, Lachlan Gaming. They're good. Senpai says, I like to get to parties last. Yeah, well, you definitely got to get last. Too bad everyone's going home now. The party is pretty much over. There is a couple of stragglers. So, it's always good to get to a party late. But not at the end of the party, because then no one gets to talk to you, no one gets to see you, and people just think you're a bit of a weirdo for turning up a little bit too late. Yanni Maverick says, but how many penalties in a row have they given away? Mate, what did I tell you? Trent Barrett has told them to give away penalties. That's their game plan. Dylan says the club is bad. It's just your opinion. I'm not saying anything, I'm not... It's your opinion. But 15 metres out here from their own line. The Dogs will get the ball here. The Warriors will turn that one over, and that's going to be, should be a high tackle against the Warriors. It will not be, though. So apparently I do have no eyes in my skull. Right-hand side here for the Dogs, and then get slapped down here, 30 metres out. DC Dream says you should cover football too, bro. You'd be good. As in what football? Are you talking about AFL? Are you talking about soccer? Are you talking about American football? Are you talking about bloody, football but with a baseball? You can't touch the baseball with your foot, but you could maybe. You see how we go. You may give it a crack. You technically can actually. It will probably be all right. But it's probably not what you want to do in baseball. Fifth tackle here, and the Dogs are going to throw the ball over the sideline, and that, my friends, is what I call a brilliant play from the Dogs. That's a really smart play. It gives the Warriors back the ball. Harrison J says, you got no idea about footy, bro. Oh, me? Oh, yeah, I got no idea. Dylan says, what you reckon the scoreline will be for the Bunnies and Panthers next week? I don't know. I got no idea about footy. There's probably no point in me talking about next week because I don't know. I don't know, man. I think that if they score a touchdown, they might get a home run. But if they don't get the home run, we may see a swing of the badminton. But I tell you what, that's only a juicy little option because obviously the salary expectations are just ridiculous for Barcelona. And if Barcelona don't get him, if they don't sign LeBron James in the next couple of days, then I tell you right now, the Doggies are officially going to get the wooden spoon. So, look, that's the situation currently in Rugby League, and it's an interesting situation. It is an interesting situation for the Dogs, if obviously LeBron James does, in fact, sign for the Tasmanian Red Devils. But third tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be 40 metres out here from the one. Harrison Jason, this season has been shit. You know who I know you... I know who you support, Harrison. I know who you support, Mr. J. Mr. J, I can guarantee you that you're a Dogs fan. I can guarantee it. And you're going to tell me you're not a Dogs fan, but I know deep down you're a Dogs fan, Mr. Harrison J. 3 minutes 40 to go here of one of the worst games you will see is a 4 tackle here for the Warriors. They're 25 metres out even the line. Josh Curran taken down. Yanni Matter says, and if Tasmania get LeBron, the Doggies might not win the comp, to be honest. Mate, the Doggies have no chance of hitting a bases-clearing double. They have no chance of hitting a bases-clearing double if Sergio Aguero isn't playing on the New York Giants by the end of the season. But the Warriors will not score a try. So close. 5th tackle taken down. Harrison Jason's up, Cronulla. Okay. Well, we'll see for the next stream. We can talk all about your shithouse team next stream. Chimadeli says, is it possible for us? I like the Sharkies, but some Sharks fans are really annoying. But I don't. My mum's a Sharks fan. I don't mind the Sharkies, but yeah, some Sharks fans are really annoying. That's why you're annoying. So Dogs fan here. Yeah, I'm a Dogs fan. Second tackle here. Go the Dogs. Woof woof. Thank you very much, Katuki, for the dollar donation. And for also saying that the Dogs are shit. We are absolutely aware, but the Dogs are away here through Sheep. She's been a good player in this game. But yeah, thank you very much for the dollar donation. Obviously, every donation goes straight back into the channel to provide you guys better content. I've actually got an idea for donations in the future. What would you guys say to like a tier list? Like if you donate a certain amount, will make me do a shot or something like that. Or make me throw water in my face. Like one night a week, do something like that. Just to kind of mix up the streams a little bit because I think that'd be interesting. What would you guys say to that? Like if someone donates $5 to throw water in my face or something? I don't know. To be honest with you, I just randomly thought about it just then. Scott Anderson says De Bruyne won't play today. Grealish will start. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. Only NRLs and apparently Gold Coast Blazers are signing Ronaldo. The Gold Coast Blazers? Mate, now you're being ridiculous. Gold Coast Blazers have been out of the competition for ages. Gee whiz. They used to be a very good, very, very good NHL team. But unfortunately, they lost out to Chicago. The Chicago Cubbies there when it came to the hockey, and we all know that Tom Brady threw that one. But it's going to be a minute 45 to go here, and the Dogs will have the ball here. 15 minutes out of the line. Katuki says, sounds great. Face tattoos, $50. Face tattoos, $50. That's a high tackle there against the Warriors. Go for the 2. I want them to screw everyone who bet on Warriors 13+. I want them to go for the 2. I want them to go for the 2 just so they can screw anyone who bet on them 13+. Jeez. Crazy Kid says, let's go to the Warriors. Yanni Mama says, did you hear the Brisbane Roar could be signed Kevin Durant? Big signing for the Dogs. Gee whiz. Kevin Durant to the Brisbane Roar, but the Doggies coming in with the swoop. Oh, my goodness me. The last I heard was that he was signing for the Fijian Drua, but the Fijian Drua, unfortunately, are located in Asia, and he really wants to go to South America, so he is going to be signing for Manchester City instead. But it is only 0 tackle here for the Doggies. They're going to be 15 minutes out here with the penalty. Devson says, when the stream is over, I sent you a message and a pic of the PC. Check it out. Appreciate you, dude. I was thinking more like a vodka shot, if you guys really wanted to get me plus on it, because you guys always talk to me about buddy getting drunk on stream. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. But if I encourage you to do that, maybe you might, buddy. Maybe it might be worthwhile. Someone says, Blaze, how much for you to wear a Man United shirt? Oh, buddy, that won't be happening. So first tackle here at the 10-metre line here, right hand side. They're going to go Avarillo, chance in Doggies. Ockenbor's unreal. Ockenbor is absolutely unbelievable. Ockenbor is brilliant. Ockenbor is brilliant. Jeremy Wisson says, how about you hang yourself? Jeremy, you've actually stayed for the entire 80-minute stream. Jeremy's been talking shit at the beginning of the stream, and he's still watching 80 minutes later, and he's now talking shit again. Thank you for the view, my guy. I appreciate the analytics. I appreciate you helping the stream to grow. What a goose. Like, honestly, that's what you've got, bro. That's what you got. That is unbelievable. Jerry says, I KO. Oh, if you had KO, then why were you asking how you could watch the game for free? Because you can't watch the game for free on KO. So, big fat L on your forehead, big boy. Whoa, big boy. Jack says, how's the game been? It's been shithouse, mate. We're talking currently to a person who's been watching for 80 minutes, not saying anything, and then has told me to go and kill myself. Goodness, man, it's more than 80 minutes because of half time. Mate, this is a shocking game. Right hand side, Corey Horsburgh. We're just seeing right now if the people, we're just seeing right now with 30 seconds to go, if people are going to get screwed on their 13+ bets or they're going to get the 1 to 12 locked in. Anthony suggests, who do you go for in the Premier League? I go for the Saint Francisco Geronimos, mate. The Saint Francisco Geronimos. Yanni Mama says, breaking news, Westbrook quits the Lakers to join the Rabbitohs. Good news for the Packers. Mate, I tell you what, if they did sign him, that would be a really good partner for Mahatma Gandhi. I think that would be a really good partner. So 6 seconds left here at the game. Warriors with the ball, 10 minutes out here. And then they get taken down 15 minutes out now from their own line. And the final score is going to be 24 to 10 Aruno. So, guys, that will finish us up here. And the Warriors, they will get a win. They are still technically in the hunt for the 8. They need to really change they really need to change themselves around if they want to have any chance of making the 8 in regards to beating the Broncos, beating the Knights, and beating the Raiders, and then beating the Titans. Difficult run for them, but the Dogs pretty much officially get the wooden spoon here, guys. unfortunately for them, this is pretty much the time where I say this will be available, but in Broncos colours and with a different number for this season at the end of this year. So do get ready for that. I will be putting that one out there. Well, I'll do it after the season finishes, but actually, no, I won't do it after the season finishes. When they officially get the spoon, I'll put the poster out for you guys. But yeah, really big news, obviously, during the stream with obviously Harry Kane signing for the Perth Scorchers. Good luck to them with that one. We're 2 likes away from 80, guys. Smack that thumbs up button and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. If you don't subscribe, if you are new and you don't subscribe right now, 1, your mum will kick you out of the house tomorrow for being a bad boy. 2, your team will lose every single game in 2022. And 3, LeBron James will officially sign for the Gold Coast Titans, and that'll screw every single one of you. But guys, we're jumping off for now. I'll see you in 20 minutes' time for the next game, which is the Sharkies and the Newcastle Knights. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.